All right, we all good?
We're all good.
All right. So, on last week's episode of Lords of the Wayward Realm, our heroes were put together in a sponsored team for the trials by Vadrian Dawnlight, a member of Mad Fox. They passed their first trial, the Trial of Spirit, administered by Vadrian himself, where the heroes had to find it within their heart to embrace death and understand the consequences of moving forward with their trials and becoming a part of the Adventurers Guild. The main takeaway from that being outside world is dangerous and death lurks around every corner. And passing that trial with ease, they moved on to the arena, where a crowd of other members of the Adventurer Guild had gathered around to watch the trial of mind. And after taking a drink from a vial given to them by Strawn Starrun, they were transported to a mental dungeon of sorts, where they found their way through various traps and fought their way through encounters, avoided plenty of encounters too, and used their wits and skills to escape. And this is where our story picks up within the arena. The team comes to, escapes the dream realm, looks around to see another team still there in the arena, also appearing to have just exited their trial of the mind as well. And they look up just in time to see the other team giving them some death stares, looking pretty angry. And the crowd cheers as everybody kind of escapes the trial of the mind. And everybody has a moment to kind of get to their feet before Strawn Starrun, amplifying his voice again with the magic echo, yells out across the arena, "It is now time for the trial of body. Our healers here will prevent death, but that's not to say you won't be knocked unconscious. The last team standing will gain admittance into the Adventurers Guild. 3, 2, 1, fight." And everybody roll initiative.
Oh shit! I was like laying back, grabbing my drink, you know.
Hey!
Let me hold up. I gotta set up the turn counter. My bad.
Ah, shit. Do I get to keep my 21? It's probably my only good roll.
Go ahead and roll. I might be able to edit it.
Okay.
Oh my
Roll
god.
again. Yeah, I'll keep my
God
first
damn
roll
it.
too.
Let me see. All right,
I
yeah,
don't
we can
care.
fix it.
I should have rolled. Fuck.
All right, Gus to set up. Ham, click your token and roll your initiative.
Oh, I've got to click the token. Oh,
And
yeah,
Arxie.
yeah. Sorry.
Nice.
Inch.
Fuck, man.
We got to be
Wait,
fair. We're
double
keeping the
what?
first rolls here.
Wow, double
I
one.
did have a first roll, so my first roll was
Alright.
13.
Let me see. Let me set up their initiative.
This bodes well for me for the rest of the day.
It's fine, you got rid of all your ones now.
Yeah.
All right. So, Ganian, you're first. And as this battle is starting
gotta
too, I
deal
can
with
kind
my
of give you
11.
I can kind of give you a rundown of what you're looking at here. You see the same scrawny human that appeared in your vision in Vadrian's tent, but he looks not so shy. He looks very pretty angry and ready to start blasting people. You can tell he's not wearing a suit of armor, so he seems to be maybe like a magic user of some sort. In the back, you see a young half-orc, and she is wielding a scimitar. But also, you see she has some kind of a book on her waist, like some kind of a tome. And to her left, there's a very pale-looking elf wielding a short bow, and she also has a scimitar sheathed on her side. And then a very young-looking man in the front wearing a suit of armor. And he's giving you, he's out of all the dirty looks you're receiving right now, he's giving by far the dirtiest, like eyeing you guys down.
Dirty.
You should. All right, Kenyon, you're up.
Well, for what it's worth, Gust had a 21 roll first before the thing was set up.
Oh, did he? Oh,
Yeah.
no, it didn't edit.
Yeah.
My bad. All right.
Gust, you.
For some reason, that didn't.
Nah, it's fine. We could just do turn order.
I think he re-rolled and it didn't adjust.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
the
Now it's
action
good.
just
Gus,
started.
go for it.
Tigers.
So, let me do some measurements first.
Ooh, that's really far away.
Big arena.
Alright.
We gotta take a look at what we can.
Okay.
What
one
we can
second,
do.
I gotta do some playing here.
Oh, we leveled to level 2, so I have my action search now.
Alright, so. I can't remember. Wait, one second. Just make sure I'm getting this right.
Okay. So we can use 2 actions eventually, because I have action search.
Alright, first I'm gonna move here. And then I'm gonna eye up this guy and cast Hideous Laughter.
Okay.
So he's gotta make a saving throw.
And we have a heal
What's
also.
is it wisdom?
Can
Can you link it in chat?
Oh yeah. It's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And you gotta be a
I'm
14.
loading back in.
All right. He does not protect against it.
Nice.
Wait, did you move?
He falls prone.
Okay.
Okay, there it is. I
Let's
wasn't
look
sure
at
if my
this.
thing was disconnected or not.
Yeah, I
Hideous
lost connection
laughter.
for a sec.
Falls prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration. It lasts for.
1
Okay,
minute.
so at the end of each of its turns, it gets. And each time it takes damage, the target can make another wisdom saving throw. Okay.
Yep.
All right, so he is knocked prone. He watches the scrawny human from the day before, this time very much real, knocked to the ground in an uncontrollable fit of laughter.
I look at the party and say, no, I moved 25 feet there, so I get 5 more feet. So I'm going to use my last 5 feet and go back 1 square,
Okay.
and then that will be my turn.
All right, Gideon, it's your turn.
Okay. Okay. See 5, 10, 15.
Yeah, you have the echo again, Archie. I think you need to mute yourself in the platform or something.
I mean, you could always mute him too.
Yeah, on Roll20, you can go into your settings too after this and disable
Yeah.
the mic.
I had to reload in, so yeah, I
No
muted
worries.
myself. 50. Okay, that's in range. Okay, I'm gonna look at this guy that made me feel the dirtiest, and I pull it up.
Hmm.
I'm gonna frostbite him. I'm gonna snap my fingers and hope it works this time. It didn't work the last 2 times.
Yeah, all right. So his body gets sort of covered by a thin layer of frost. Right, that doesn't do damage, does it? If he saves against it, right? Yeah, on a failed. Oh, okay, he does actually take damage.
It on a failed
Oh,
save.
never mind. Okay, so he succeeds against it. You watch as a thin layer of frost kind of coats his armor and then just evaporates into the air. There's like a bit of steam that comes off of him.
Okay. Well, You want to scoot back? Someone else's go.
All right, so as the frost kind of dissipates off of him and the human in the suit of armor, and Genyan takes a step back, he dashes right toward the small little goblin poking up toward the front of the fray that just attacked his friend, and he stands right there. He dashes forward, stands imposing over Gust, and it's the elf friend's turn. And as the human charges forward, she lines up a shot on Gust with her short bow, takes aim, and fires.
Holy.
23, does it hit?
I have a 15. It hits.
Okay, she hits for 7 piercing damage.
Ooh, yikes!
I got a feeling this is meant to destroy us, huh? Holy shit.
I thought this was going to be too easy.
Okay.
One attack, half of my health. Not fun.
Oh shit. she's already aiming.
Alright, the half orc in the back, she uses her action. She as all the fight is starting to break out, she rushes to meet her human friend side by side. They surround Gust. And finally this human, the one from before, he needs to make a save to see if he can get out of the laughter. It needs to be, what was it?
My spell save is 14, so.
So on a if it's equal, does it count? Or is it? I think it has to be.
It's got to be 14 or higher. So.
Okay, so he is able to. He finally stops laughing, realizing this is a no laughing matter, and stands back up. Let's see.
Dude, we're gonna get fucked. I'm just like, we're gonna get fucked. What the fuck?
Oh no.
We need to focus fire, I feel, right?
He stands up and starts uttering some words under his breath, and he holds up a hand, and you see a ball of fire start to form between his fingers, and he launches it like throwing a rock as hard as he can at Gust.
Hit
17
it.
for 9 fire damage.
I'm down. I'm done. 0 life.
And you watch as the firebolt is planted right between Gust's tiny little collarbones, and he is knocked to the ground, unconscious. Ham, it is your turn.
I assume you don't get flanking bonus if a person's unconscious.
No.
That's a good question.
No, you don't. You don't.
I can't imagine you would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I do count as difficult terrain.
True. True. That is actually true. It's in the homebrew
Wait,
rules.
what does
too.
difficult terrain do?
Yeah,
It
less
just it
movement.
takes half the movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like double movement to walk through it.
Okay.
Dude, what the? We need to focus fire. No, definitely not focus fire. That wasn't he? Didn't he have the armor? This guy, he said, Vision.
Yeah, he's wearing like a pretty thick suit of armor.
But he's wielding a bow, yeah? Or
No, he has a scimitar.
okay, so this girl threw the bow. Okay, okay. I misunderstood.
Alright, I'm gonna...
Oh, I just want to make a point, Vision, just because I forgot about this. It's at the end of that human's turn that he has to make the saving throw, so he couldn't get the attack on after.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and take your health back then. Let's be fair.
Yeah, sorry. I was reading it and I was like, wait, no, that doesn't work. So I just wanted to clarify that because I was reading it.
So that human just was able to
No, you're
stand
good.
up. Or no,
Yeah,
it's at
yeah.
the end of the turn.
At the end of
Basically,
the
yeah.
turn, he makes a saving throw. And
Wait,
then
I guess
if
he would still be prone.
He
Yeah,
makes
he'd
a
still be
he
preempted, right?
makes a
'Cause that's the
saving
end of the
throw,
turn.
and then
He's
can
just not
stand up.
laughing anymore.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
And Gust is no longer unconscious.
I'm glad I read that.
Alright. My turn.
So Gus couldn't take the fire throw because the turn hasn't ended, right?
Right.
Like he has to make the saving at the end of the round. That's what I'm understanding.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. So he's basically incapacitated for a turn? Is that...
At least one turn.
Yeah, okay.
It could have been longer.
Or if it takes damage, right?
Yeah. If he takes damage, he can make a save.
No, if he takes damage, it breaks the CC.
Okay, so he CC'd, he did the saving throw, he succeeded on his next turn, but he doesn't get to do anything this turn, right?
No, this turn he can't do anything, but next turn he can get up and he has half movement because he got
Okay,
up.
okay. Makes sense. Just wanted to understand.
He's still knocked prone.
Alright, is it my turn?
Yeah, Ham, you're up.
Okay. Let's move. How does moving through people work?
You can just do 5 each. Each square is 5, so you can just do 5, 5, 5, 5.
So I can move like I can't move like this.
So you could do like
Moving through somebody's square is half movement too.
you could do 5, 5, 5, 5, right? Kind
So
of.
I can move. I have 25 movement, so I can move right there because I'm moving through him, so it's half.
What you can
Or is that
do, if
only
you
you
want-
can't move through enemies?
What you can do is you can move to here in a straight line, and then you can move there, and that would be flank.
Or
And
Yeah, I was trying to get flank on the orc person.
just do 20 here and then 25. You know, do 20 there, exactly, and then 1 up, and that's the other.
I'd rather just move 20 here. How do I move my person?
You just
I don't know if I would get in the middle of all of them like that.
yeah. He's confident on his tankiness. He's confident.
Yeah, someone's got to take the shots.
Definitely not Gus.
Someone other than me, please.
All right, I'm going to attack the orc lady since I have reach.
Ooh. But how much movement you have?
25.
So you can move another 5 if you want. To make sure you get the flanking.
Okay.
I can't get flanking on her though,
No? I mean,
because I can only move like that. It's not flanking, right?
I guess you have to actually be here, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Like I
fine.
can get flanking on this guy, but I'd rather just take a normal hit at the orc.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do I click to attack?
Go to your character
The
page,
weapon?
you remember? Yeah. Yeah, and then you click remember the actual weapon on the... if it hits, of
If
course.
it hits, yeah.
Okay.
Do we hit vision?
It misses.
Oh,
Oh.
she has 14. Well,
Okay. That'll end my turn.
All right, Liz.
Liz is quite shocked at what he's watching. He didn't quite expect suddenly this madness, but he's feeling it, and he gets into position. This is what he's been trained for, and he engages into combat. The first thing he does is he analyzes the terrain. He wants to know where he could get the best advantage. Perfect. Liz Marceline decides to walk right here under this rock to get cover. Then, with his loaded light crossbow. He decides to take a He decides to take a shot at Mr. Armored guy. So he goes for it. That's it.
All right, Liz takes a shot, and you see, as the humans shifting around in battle, a small little opening shows itself to Liz, and he's able to shoot a crossbow bolt right through it.
And
Go ahead and it hits. Go ahead and roll damage. 4 piercing,
there it is.
and the bolt goes into the human. He doesn't seem too phased by it. He's still very focused on Gus, that's standing in front of him.
Well, it could have been worse, you know. That's the end of my turn.
All right, Gus, you're up.
Alright. So, first things first. I use Thunderclap. One second. So each target around me in a 5-foot radius has to make a Constitution saving throw, and if they fail, they take 1d6.
Okay.
Well, I got unlucky with the rolls, Sekar. I rolled a 1
What is
on my
the DC on it?
I could have done like 10 on my own, because it's
14,
1d8
so
plus
14.
3, and I minimum rolled. I got unlucky. I could have done 12 on my own. What can I
so they
say?
both hit,
Dude?
you said it is it's a 1d6.
Yeah, 1d6.
This is for
They each do their own separate saves, so they gotta do 2 Constitution saves.
I think we have a bit of
Oh,
control.
I did one
Sekar,
on the girl.
so-
She failed it. I accidentally whispered it to myself.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Okay, so the human first takes 3 points of damage. And the half-orc woman, she is looking pretty weak. The thunderclap hits her pretty hard, and she's knocked almost to her knees.
By the way,
She is bloodied.
everyone in 100 feet radius heard the thundering sound, so it was like super fucking loud.
Yeah. So as the thunder goes off,
She's
too,
weak, and she took 6
particularly
damage,
your friend
right?
from the tavern the night before is cheering. His own screams and enthusiasm almost matching the crackling of the thunder.
And on a bonus action,
Okay,
I use Nimble Escape.
he's gonna
which is my
disengage.
Rachel I get to use once per long rest. I can take a bonus action to disengage or hide.
Okay.
So I'm going to disengage, and I just want to make sure I got the distance on this right.
Zekar, are the volumes
Yeah,
okay?
I'm going to disengage with my Nimble Escape and go back behind this rock.
All right, I'm
All
here
right.
out there in the open.
Good. Okay. I'm just making
And
sure,
that
you
will
know,
be my turn.
because everyone's
Yep.
microphone is so different.
And just
right?
to reiterate, too, the half-orc is now bloodied. Gideon, it's your turn.
Blooded is half health.
Okay, all right, get ready. So I'm gonna post this in the chat just for reference. That's where I'm getting my wildfire from. Did we level up by this point?
You're level 2, yes.
Yeah, you're
Level
level
two.
2.
Okay, just make sure. So, according to my wildfire spirit, I can use my wild shape to manifest a wildfire spirit.
Oh, he's gonna
Unoccupied space
he's gonna
within
summon.
30 feet of me that I can see.
Okay.
And up here. Okay. Switch tabs. I'm going to put it right here.
Ooh,
All right, we're
ooh,
gonna use this
shit!
lizard token for now. I'll have to make you a token after, between. That is your wildfire spirit.
Nice. That's a 5. That's a 5
And,
before now. It's a 5 before.
Its health?
Health is equal to the Constitution modifier, so it's 14.
What's
no,
your
2,
wisdom? What's your wisdom?
2 plus my wisdom is 3 plus 3
Okay.
plus
So it should
10.
be 5.
So it's
Okay,
15.
so 14. 15.
Okay, that's actually a pretty
Oh
nice.
yeah, your wisdom's 3. Yeah.
Where's
All right.
Quiet? He hid it. Oh, you can't see him.
And when it appears in
There
an
is.
unoccupied space, each creature within 10 feet other than me must succeed on a
Was
dexterity
hiding this.
saving
Does that
throw
include
against my
me?
spell DC.
Sorry.
It's within 10 feet, you
Um,
said?
I'm within 10 feet, so.
I just wanna. I'm
Yeah, it's
listening
each
very
creature.
carefully because I wanna understand what my companions
Maybe
can do
that's
because I have no idea
Can
what their
have someone
skills
up
are.
there instead.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay, so dexterity saves.
Yeah. Against my spell save DC, which is 14.
Okay, it hits the half orc. Ooh, and the human.
Oh,
All
And
right,
they
so it
both
is
take. They
1d6
both
plus
take.
2.
Wait, what?
1d6 plus 2.
No, so
Oh, that's fiery teleportation.
yeah, looking at the top of that, underneath the summon wildfire, when it appears, these creatures that don't get the save take 2d10 fire damage.
oh, that's actually really nice. So he makes like an explosion when he appears as the
What's the
spirit.
commander roll again? Is
You
it
ca-
exclamation mark?
Slash roll.
you can also use
Slash.
the little things on the top menu, on the top side. You will see, you know, where the ruler is. If you go to the dice, you can just press the
Oh,
you can just, it has all the rolls, and you can just press on it, and it will automatically do it for you.
okay. This one is for the first one. Senegar.
Okay. You hit her, and she falls to the ground unconscious.
Holy shit!
And then this one's for Corbin.
Okay. And you hit him, and the fire seems to blow, like, cook him inside of his armor.
But
And
I'm pretty
he
sure
is now bloodied.
he can only use this ability once per long rest.
So summoning
though.
that was an action.
It's like his ultimate, basically.
So I'm gonna, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I'll run back here. And then as a bonus action, I still get a bonus action, right?
Yeah, you only did action and movement, so you
Yeah.
get bonus.
Okay, so as a bonus action, I can use one of the Wildfire Spirit's abilities on its turn. Otherwise, it can only dodge. And so its initiative is the same as mine. It just goes after me.
Okay.
So it's the end of my turn, but I'm going to use a bonus action to take an action on its turn.
Dude, I'm liking
so
this
moving on to the
summoner.
Wildfire Spirit.
It's a fucking carry,
This-
dude.
What do you say about this guy here?
He's bloodied.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use Flame Send to hit him, which
Good
is
summoner
a ranged
OP.
weapon attack plus 4. That's
I mean, he's a dragon, right? Makes sense.
20 plus 4.
Yeah, exactly. It's what Quiet is saying.
Okay, and that is
Okay.
enough
And-
damage.
And again, he can only use that ability
No,
watch
that's
it.
per
just-
long
that's a
rest.
ranged attack
Remember,
roll.
guys, he cannot do
Oh,
this
okay.
every time he wants.
Gotcha.
I imagine a
So-
7. Yeah, I imagine a 7 doesn't hit.
Yeah, so your wildfire spirit throws a long bolt of fire toward the human, and it sort of just bounces off of his armor and evaporates into the air.
Oh shit, he killed him.
Alright, then. Can I go ahead and just move my Wildfire Spirit to here?
Yeah.
Okay. And that is it.
Oh, where did you try to move it? I'm sorry, I guess you don't have control. Right here.
Yeah, flanking.
Okay. All right, and so the human in the back is gonna stand back up.
I just want to say that Liz is looking at his Ganian companion right here. Like, you know, he's looking at his crossbow and he's like, Yo, I need to get one of those. Like, what the? He's a bit impressed, you know?
So
Hey, I'm happy someone else is tanky.
Yeah. It's like looking at his weapon like, dude, I need a bigger gun. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Gideon, what color is your wildfire spirit?
It's like a steel blue, like a light
Let's
blue,
go.
kind of icy.
Blue. An
That was
icy
pretty.
wood
That was a
flame.
pretty cool moment. I didn't expect it
Alright,
at all.
So this human in the back is gonna stand
so
up.
he appears and he has like
And,
an AOE,
finally now.
and then he has like a flame
Let's see
attack.
here. He's gonna launch a firebolt at Ham.
Dude, I wonder what kind of stuff is he gonna be able to summon when he levels up. Like, I bet he's gonna be able to summon like fucking dragons and shit.
17.
Maybe he can turn himself. I mean, he's a
Versus your
shapeshifter, right?
DC.
He's a druid.
My
Kind of thing.
Armor class
Yeah.
Yes.
is a 17.
Wow,
Alright,
you have
so
17.
I forget on evens. Does it hit or no?
Evens it hits.
If
It hits.
You gotta
Okay.
get at least equal or higher.
All right. So he throws a firebolt from the back over here and hits for 5 fire damage.
Okay.
Okay, and then the elf woman, the pale elf woman in the back is gonna draw back her bow, and also aim at Ham. It misses. She fires the arrow and it flies across and digs itself into the dirt somewhere over here. And the human, looking pretty weak at this point, like bleeding out of his armor, kind of cooked a little bit from the appearance of the wildfire spirit, is also going to make a swing on Ham with his scimitar. (16). He misses. He makes one swing and kind of overshoots a bit, and he's able to make another swing on Ham with scimitar. That's
Ooh.
the 24. My bad, I double clicked it. For 12 slashing damage.
Oh, he got lucky with that. He crit on his. He has 2 attacks. He's a fighter. I assume he used his right. I assume he used his second wind. Not the second wind. Sorry, his
That's right. Should be that.
action search. I assume that guy did that right there.
All right. Top of the round. Gust, go ahead and make a dexterity
Yo,
check.
I didn't do anything.
A dex check?
I didn't do anything.
Wait, why is it top of the round?
Oh, never mind. No, it's not. My bad. Ham, go ahead.
Oh shit. Can I use my dex roll for when it happens?
Yes.
Also, vision for range. Are we using disadvantage for long range attacks?
Only if somebody's prone.
Only so I can just roll normal.
Oh, wait, what's...
Because basically, when
Yeah.
you look at the weapons, I didn't know this till I did the research. When you look at weapons, they have like 2 ranges. For example, bow I think is like 30 and then 120. So if you shoot between the first number, so for example, from 0 to 30, you shot normally. But if you want to shot max range, you need to shot on disadvantage unless you have something that removes, like if you have like a trait or a feat that allows you to not have disadvantage on long shots.
Yeah, we're doing that. What's the range on your bow?
I moved. I think it was my crossbow was precisely 30. That's why. I think
Right.
it's 30 to 120. My 2 crossbows.
No, I think it's you get disadvantage if it's below 30 or higher than your other range. I think the 30.
Yeah,
No,
you have like
get,
a sweet spot.
It's disadvantage if you're
Yeah.
very close. Like I think it's 5 feet or 10. I don't remember. I can check it really quick. But while we wait for others' turns, but I'll make sure I look
Okay.
into it. But I'm pretty sure it's how it works. Range. Like if you're too close, you have disadvantage, and if he's too far away, you have disadvantage, unless you have a trait that negates that. Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna grab a crossbow expert, right? I'll put it on there, and you can see being within 5 feet of the hostile creature doesn't impose disadvantage. So that's the 5 feet for attacking close range. And then I'm pretty sure I have something that allows you to, I think it's this one.
Okay, so how the ranges on the weapon works, the first number is the weapon's actual range.
Yes.
And so anything after that is at disadvantage, and
Yes.
then anything beyond the second number is you can't hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Unless you have a feat or something like that, if you...
Right.
Or like
Wow.
a trait, a special trait or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Ham.
Alright, I'm gonna use. I could do my actions in any order, right?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna use Second Wind, which allows me to regain hit points equal to 1d10 plus your fighter level. So I'll roll a d10. So 7, and then I have a fighter level. That's just our overall level right now, right?
Yeah.
So
Correct, so that'd be
So I
2.
get back 9 health.
Okay.
And then I will take a swipe at this armored guy in front of me, and I've got flanking bonus. So it's advantage, right? That's how that works.
Yes. Yep. Okay. As you swing down on him, your weapon connects but kind of bounces right off of his armor.
Oh shit! Wow. So he has like at least 17 armor
Alright,
class.
I'll
You've got to have
invite-
like a 17 or 18.
Wow.
Yeah. So
So basically, there are two tanky guys hitting like boing, clonk, clonk, like fucking hitting each other's armor. Holy, he's tanky.
So I kind of let out a groan of frustration after two of my attacks seemed to just barely deflect off, and kind of end my turn there.
Wow.
Okay. Liz?
Liz is quite concerned with the fight. He has been quite impressed with his companion's performance, especially Genian. So he takes a step forward. He wants to show off that he can also perform. Takes a step forward, and he decides he's gonna use his action surge this turn in order to be able to perform an extra action, which is gonna be an extra attack. His first attack is gonna be with his light crossbow again to the armored guy just in front of him.
Okay. It hits.
It hits. Can't do
All
it.
right. And as Liz fires the crossbow, the human, now bleeding out, anticipating the attack, reaches down and grabs the unconscious orc woman behind him and picks her up and uses her as a body shield. And as she was just laying there unconscious, the crossbow bolt hits her directly in the forehead, and now she is 100% dead and bleeding out on the ground. Her corpse there.
What?
Holy.
Now, if he moves out of range of Ham, does that give Ham an attack of opportunity?
No, this is an attack redirect. He just swaps places with her.
Oh. Wow. Well, he's not saved because the second attack is going for him. You know? So we're gonna try to hit him. Oh.
Okay.
I just want to say that my last 3 rolls have been ones. Okay?
Okay.
I rolled 2 times 1 on damage, and now, well, I obviously don't. Well, what happens, Vision?
Liz's second crossbow bolt fires, and he misses his target, the armored human, and the bolt, maybe in a bit of overkill, drives itself right into the orc woman's body, who has been collapsed on the ground. Now has just become a pincushion.
Well, I made a porcupine at least. After missing this shameful shot, Liz decides to go back under the rock.
All right.
And he obviously says, she's dead now. Got her.
She is definitely dead.
Holy.
All right.
Got
And
him.
Gust made his deck save already.
Dude, what are these rolls, man? Do you guys see my rolls?
I don't know what that's for, but thank you.
I rolled one
right.
damage,
So,
All right. Hold up.
one damage. Sorry. Where's my
You guys watch.
one damage
Gust
and
has
one.
pulled
3 ones in a
15
row.
feet toward the battle. He's able to keep his balance, but some unnatural force drags him from around the rock toward this location. And you guys watch as a tear opens up into the air, and you feel a chill, like sort of drift over all of you. And you can't pinpoint from where it's coming from. It might be in your own minds, but you hear the sounds of like screaming and torturing, just a lot of like uncomfortable, like guttural human sounds. And a wave of gray seems to drift over the whole battlefield. And you watch as out of this portal, a humanoid figure drops onto the ground. And from under this humanoid figure, a bunch of shadows. What?
Do you have a token out?
You're about to see it.
Oh, okay.
A bunch of a bunch of shadows like go out from this human into all directions. They make their way toward the bleachers. And you see, like, as they get through the battlefield, they start to rise up from the ground and take on humanoid shapes themselves.
What?
And all over the arena, fights break out in the bleachers. You guys can, if I have you positioned wrong too, go ahead and fix yourselves.
make sure the Wildflower Spirit's next to me.
Wait, do you guys
Yeah,
see?
I'm
There's
gonna
like
get it out.
enemies everywhere. I don't know if you guys can see.
Why did I have to make the saving throw? Holy shit! I was the furthest away from that point.
Well, Gust, maybe something from your background. Some sort of curse. I'm referencing real quick to get everybody in the right spots.
Oh. Shit.
What's there?
Yeah, guys. Not a fan.
All right, so this human here, he's wearing, or you don't even know if it's human. You can't see many features. It's wearing like a really old, like all of the color is gone from its armor. You can guess that maybe it was old, like brass, but it's all faded, and it's wearing like a really tattered cloak that it's holding over his head. And you can't see any facial features. It's just pure black under there. And so he falls out of this portal. The stone tower behind him cracks and crumbles and falls to the ground, and the shadows leave. He's looking around. It's looking around real panicked, and its fingers are kind of like gripping into the ground, and he's laying prone right now, like on his back, like looking around real panicked and seeing like all of these people surrounding him. The shadows go out from him in all directions and kind of like manifest themselves up into the pillars. And you watch as like fights break out all over, like all of these members of the guild like start fighting these. They're like real smoky human wraith looking creatures. And there's fights happening up in the towers. The tower down here, you watch as the half elf from the top rips open a portal and everybody steps into it and appears down here in these bleachers, and like big dragon wings come out of him, and they're all like, everybody's involved. Even Strawn Starrun runs over to help start fighting, and it's just you guys and your rivals here in the arena, like facing off against this figure who now stands up and looks at you and looks at the exit to the arena. Gust, it's your turn.
Do my rivals look like they still want to kill me?
They're all pretty. Everybody everybody's so shocked. Like this just happened within the last 10 seconds. Like it hasn't set in.
How
really.
fast was this?
The whole opening of the portal. Yeah, it was probably like no more than 10-30 seconds.
Okay.
That all of this happened.
All right, I'm straight up going for this guy.
Okay.
Cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
What?
He's gotta make a Wisdom saving throw.
Is this a trick again? Is this a
Okay.
vision? Or this is real?
It works.
He
This
takes
might,
two
this might be a
damage.
trick, right?
And his has disadvantage on his next attack roll. And I kind of point at that and say, "Go for him," and I go back into my cubby hole.
Okay. And he is not prone.
Could you also fix turn order? Get us all back in there?
Oh, do you not see it?
No.
No.
Let me close it out and try to reopen it. Do you guys see it now?
No.
No, I think you have to manually edit it because you switched to a new map.
That's a bit annoying, isn't it?
So what we can do is we could all do our initiatives and then you can just adjust the numbers to what they were.
Yeah. Gideon, what were you? 16? I think you were
Yeah, I was
16.
16.
I was 21. Ham was 13.
I was
and
7.
Luke was 7.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody, go ahead and re-roll.
Wow.
Oh, I gotta click my person or something.
I mean, that's 3 harder than what I had.
Oh, of
Right,
course.
so-
Of course. Of course we get the good roll when it doesn't matter. Of course.
There we go.
Dude. What the fuck is happening? Like, I wasn't ready for this action-packed, like, so
I'm
early into the
confusing
session.
myself.
I'm like... This gets me a feeling... This feels a bit... Have you guys
Not
played The
prone.
Witcher 3? It's a bit like the Wild Hunt thing, right? When they, like... No? Kind of feels a bit like it, no?
All right.
it's
Gideon,
not
go
prone.
ahead.
Like, they kind of like...
Did you say
The
me?
the cloaked figure. Yeah, Gideon, you're up.
Oh,
Okay.
oh. How is he not
Um,
prone? I don't knock him prone.
You used vicious mockery on him, or is
Yeah,
it
yeah.
different? Oh, it just does damage. Okay.
Yeah, it just does
And
damage
disadvantage.
and disadvantage his next attack.
Okay.
Hideous Laughter is the only one that does prone.
45, 50. Okay.
Gideon, you're up.
I'm gonna try again with another frostbite.
Ooh, it actually hits.
Ooh!
Oh. I can't hit a frog, can't hit a human, but I can hit this thing. Okay, it's 6 cold damage, and it has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll before the end of its next turn.
Okay.
Double disadvantage. High five.
How does that
That's for
work?
6. You watch his.
Go on.
Yeah, you watch as the. I think that the disadvantages would just override each other.
I think so.
But you watch the frost sort of like covers its body and its movement slow a bit, and it seems to have affected it.
Okay, then I'm going to see 5, 10. Scoot back here, and then use my bonus action to let my wildfire spirit do its thing. That's the end of Gideon's turn. Then, for my wildfire spirit, can I go ahead and move it just around that guy to there?
Yeah.
And then he's going to use this fiery teleportation. It's once per rest. Ham, are you willing to be teleported?
Yeah.
Closer? Are you willing to be teleported closer?
Yeah, put me, I guess I probably can't tell you where to put me.
Yeah, you can.
No,
You can.
but it's going to be close.
You can blink.
I can always move on my turn to.
You can blink when
position
you
myself.
where you wanna be in Magic. If you just like hold your mouse.
In terms of RP, though,
Yeah,
he
from
wouldn't
RP
know.
though, it's
Oh,
like.
okay. Sorry.
Yeah. So
I was trying to be helpful. Sorry.
I'm gonna teleport Ham to right here, and the spirit to right here. So spirit on the left and Ham beneath.
Where does it go? Spirit's there.
Yeah.
Oh, your spirit. Wait, you're talking about your guy.
Yeah.
Here?
Yep. And then Ham's teleporting down here with him.
I'll make a
And-
token for your guy too that you can control after this
Okay.
session.
And then fiery teleportation. Each creature within 10 feet of the space that it left makes a dexterity saving throw against my spell DC.
Okay. Four.
All right. That guy back there takes 1d6 plus 2 fire damage.
Okay, and then
Which
as
guy?
you
Man,
teleport
this
away,
spell is insane.
the human that had previously used the half orc woman as a body shield is knocked unconscious himself, laying in her pool of blood and some of his own blood.
All right, that's the end of my turn.
Yo, that 2-for-1. High five, Arxie. So how are we gonna do double disadvantage? Are we just gonna do like the first
It's-
roll is mine and then second roll is yours?
I would say
no,
they
I
just
don't think it
cancel each other
stacks.
out.
I wouldn't say. Well, I don't know if they would cancel each other. What did your disadvantage say specifically? Because mine said specifically with weapon attack roll.
Mine specifically states disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes
Okay.
before the end of the turn.
So I think yours is a little more broad and would probably override mine, which is not quite as broad. Mine specifically.
I
weapon.
assume if an enemy has 2 attacks, then it could have disadvantage on both, right?
I don't think so.
No, because
I-
it says the next, so maybe.
Let me.
Well, if it attacks without a weapon and then attacks with a weapon,
If he does a spell, you mean? He could have disadvantage in the spell and then in
yeah, which would be
yeah.
It just if you put 2 disadvantages, I looked it up. They cancel it, or it would just be 1 disadvantage.
Okay. So they don't stack or anything. Okay.
So just the next thing he does in general is disadvantaged.
Right.
the next attack.
I guess we'll
Yeah, the next attack.
make sure we use our spells. Like I guess we'll get the team synergy going eventually. Where one person uses it one turn, the next, and so on.
That's just a cantrip for me.
That was a cantrip for me too.
Okay. Cool.
All right, Gideon, is that your turn?
Yep, that's me. That's my spirit.
Okay. You watch as the human in the back now. His 2 comrades. He watches as Gideon knocks out the last another member of his team. And you can see the turmoil on his face, like turn between this new, like more deadly threat, or going for the revenge kill on the Dragonkin druid hiding at the back of the arena. Letting his better judgment take over, he aims a firebolt at the hooded figure. And it hits the figure. You see like the embers from the hitting its cloak kind of like go up into the air, and like a puff of smoke is the fire definitely singes this new threat on the battlefield. And the elf woman draws back her bow and fires a shot.
This is survival mode, boys.
The shot whizzes past the hooded figure and lands in the dirt somewhere back here. And now, finally, the figure turns its attention to Ham that's now standing in front of it. And it whispers, "I am but one of many seeds." and he dashes. He's gonna dash from combat, and so the Flame Spirit and Ham will both get an attack of opportunity. So go ahead and roll.
Is this the same as if I was attacking?
Yeah. Okay, that hits.
Oh, I accidentally gave myself advantage.
The 19 would still hit, so go ahead and roll damage.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes, both hit.
Yeah.
Gideon, what are you using? Oh yeah, this is your fire spirit. It's just a ranged attack,
Yeah.
ranged fire attack, right?
Yeah,
Wait,
I'm
what?
assuming that's what it would be.
Where's
Yeah.
the thing for damage?
You just click live where it says under your roll.
Oh, yeah, you gotta click the roll.
All right, let's see here. So, as he starts to bolt and make a run for it, the fire from Gideon's wildfire spirit hits and burns off more of its cloak, leaving a trail of embers as it starts to dash. And Ham is also able to get a swing off, and his glaive pierces right through the armor, and you. As your blade goes in, you don't feel like you're connecting with flesh, really, but it still seems as if it wounds the target a bit. And as soon as you pull your blade out, he continues running. And as he's running, a shadow being cast by the siege tower on the bottom right, he slips into the shadow, and as soon as his feet touch where the shadow falls, he just disappears completely. And you guys are watching as you can't see where the figure went, and you're trying to look around and survey the area, but there are no signs of this guy anywhere. And your attention is immediately drawn back to all the bleachers where people are still fighting. And you kind of watch as they're starting to finish off their targets.
And remember, the only hint is related to my curse. Oh no.
All right, and that's combat, guys. You guys, the party, everybody is wounded. Well, except for these people out here. Everybody on the outside seemed to take care of the wraiths pretty easily, but everybody that was fighting in the arena, everybody's taken some damage. And in general, everybody here at the arena is pretty shaken up by everything that just happened. Or at least surprised. But it's more of they're surprised, it seems like, by the unexpectedness of it, not necessarily that it happened. And you guys have a minute here or so to talk about what you just witnessed. And
the rival party isn't trying to fuck us anymore?
No, they're gonna run over to their downed comrades.
I want to go over and shake this guy's hand.
All right, and he's gonna kind of give you what are you doing? And slaps your hand away and kind of goes back to tending his party member here.
Well, fine. I didn't want to shake your hand anyway.
That's BM, no?
I come around the corner
It's
and
like
I'm like,
toxic
holy
as fuck.
I kind of grab my arm and I'm like, is there any healing I could get? Just I kind of yell it around to see if anyone outside the arena is gonna throw me a bone and give me a heal or something.
Yeah. So at this point, everybody's kind of some of the crowd is starting to thin a bit. Strawn Star Run says, anybody that has any information on this, you know who you are. Meet me later at the Adventurers Guild. But I think we're well done here. And team that, Vadrian's team, you guys showed a very convincing performance. I wish this was more of a celebratory event, but welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Everybody rest up tonight. You, Vadrian's team, I guess I'm so used to people having team names. Maybe eventually you'll have one, but you guys rest up tonight. You'll be able to start picking up jobs tomorrow at the Adventurers Guild. And everybody else get some rest. If you know anything about this event, like I said, you know who you are. Meet me at the Adventurers Guild tonight. We need to discuss this. And you watch as some members of the out in the bleachers start disappearing. The crowd thins a bit. And at this moment, the Stars Divine, you know Valerie, Gust, you guys have met before. She'll probably come over and start tending to some of these wounds.
I walk up to Valerie and I'm like, hello again, and I give her a bow holding my other arm.
And I come over saying I could use a pick-me-up.
Hello, little one. Yeah, so everybody, you guys, they'll heal you all back to full health.
And I immediately look at Valerie. I'm like, do you know anything about that interruption?
I'm not too sure, really. I've not seen anything like that before. I've heard, the rumors. They go around that people appearing from thin air, but I've never encountered that. This is my first time seeing anything like that.
I kind of nod my head. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so to be clear, that wasn't part of the normal test.
Well, the trials change every year, or every few months that I'm here to witness, at least. I don't. That seemed pretty like a malicious attack on everyone here, not necessarily the participants. I would say that's not a part of the trial.
I kind of look to my party and say, by the way, this is Valerie. She's part of Stars Divine. I had met her a little while ago.
Hi,
Switch
Valerie.
up the music. Hello, all of you. Yeah, if you haven't heard of us, we're Stars Divine, or most of our members at least. We are usually tasked with healing. We get dispatched to different parts of the world.
Wait a minute. Is this the group that
Wherever
found me
somebody
up in the
needs.
forest?
Yeah, but you don't see the person who would have recommended you to join the guild here. But it's the same
okay.
group.
I know your group.
This one's hot.
You know us. What's your name?
Genian Velstros.
Kinian. The name doesn't sound familiar, but I have heard of. Our group was actually just north not too long ago. Maybe about 6 months, a year ago. It's possible that one of us crossed paths with you.
I believe it was. I don't remember his name, though.
Oh, I'm sure you'll meet up again.
I was kind of nodding at that.
Well, if you guys are all healed, I'm gonna. Unfortunately, the half-orc here, she needs to be buried, or we need to find where her family is so we can send her. Or maybe we can attempt a resurrection, but we need to get the bodies out of here. So if you'll please excuse all of us. And they kind of move over and kind of they take the bodies of the unconscious and dead and disappear from the arena.
As they walk away from me, I do my obligatory bow and say, stay safe.
Stay safe too.
And I look to my
leave as a group.
I look to my party and say, well, we got some time to kill. I'm gonna go and relax at my house. You're welcome to join me if you want.
You got any drinks at your house? After this, I need a little something to calm my nerves down.
I nod my head and I'm like, I've been living on my own. I got a little bit of everything.
Sounds good to me. I'm in.
I'll come along. I'll follow the group.
True.
I don't have any plans.
Liz is really strange and weirded out by all of this. This is what he just witnessed is not quite his understanding of what a guild and discipline is. This felt very chaotic and very almost like he misses a bit of order and discipline somehow. So he's a bit cautious. He just feels like he just walked into this completely weird world, and he doesn't even know if what he witnessed was just another mind trick, if it's part of the trial or what it is. So he walks really cautious into the group and silently joins them into whatever direction they take. But he's definitely weirded out by everything that happened, and he's really strange that everyone's acting so normal.
I kind of look over at Liz, who seems freaked out, and I'm like, "Look, man, we're not going to learn anything tonight, and we're told to stop in tomorrow for our work. We can ask more then, but tonight I'm exhausted, tired beyond belief, and we did some shit that no one could ever imagine, and so I think we just need a good night's rest.
Sure.
There's always tomorrow."
All right, and so the group sets out to on a way. They make their way toward the edges, not quite the outskirts of the town, but Gust has a little house set up, or Autumn, where Autumn stays. Young Gust lives there in the meantime while he's out adventuring. Autumn, and you guys are able to spend the night here. Is there anything you would like to talk about before the next morning?
Nah, I kind of get home, I grab my drink, and I just crawl into bed and just clonk out. Like, I'm just gone.
I wanna
How
ask.
cool is that wildfire spirit?
Yeah, I wanna ask Guinean about, while we're like getting ready to sleep or whatever. Kind of wanna know where he comes from. He seems exotic, and I'm quite impressed by his summoning abilities. So I kind of go and ask him, where did you learn that? What's your story?
Here, let me open up the map real quick. I am from... Hello?
Rip
Hello?
music bot, don't worry about it.
Oh, that was... Okay. I'm from the north. I'm from the mountains kind of to the west of Draft. I come from a clan up there, but I was exiled from the clan at a young age because I wasn't... I was too passive, I guess, for what they were looking for. They didn't want me to be a hindrance, so they just took me out early and exiled me. They try not to kill their own, which is why I was exiled, and kind of let nature do its thing with me. But
Wait,
in
so
turn, I took up
all of those fireworks and creatures, that's passive from where you're from, huh?
My clan doesn't necessarily deal with druidcraft. Sure, definitely, fire magics in a sense. Even then, it's kind of limited to just our normal breath. I kind of show them a little bit of my breath that I can breathe. It's kind of like a small dragon breath. It's kind of icy blue. That's the extent for most of them, but traveling for so long out in the snowy, icy wilderness myself, rather than letting nature slowly kill me, I decided to take up druidcraft and let it serve me.
I found this story quite sympathetic, and I answer. I talk back to him saying that I'm also from the north, and I'm also an exile, sort of. Well,
Ain't that neat?
you seem pretty powerful.
Where from?
So I'm from Dalton. But,
I kind of wake up and go, "Hush down, guys! If you're thirsty or hungry, there's shit in the cupboards." And I just kind of roll back over.
I mean, I didn't take any damage.
True. Liz is looking actually quite clean and impolute, but he doesn't want to disturb the party. He's not feeling it that much, so he just shuts up and goes back into his whatever he's resting.
Okay, I'll just play with my druidcraft spell over in the corner. Here, I'll link it.
What are you doing, Ham?
I'm clunked out along with Kawhi, and I just got the crap kicked out of me. I'm tired. My mind's been messed with. I just wanted a drink, and then I'm out.
All right, so one by one, the party goes to sleep. Their wounds are healed, but mentally they're still exhausted. And one by one, everybody passes out into a deep sleep. Waking up the next morning feeling much more refreshed. And one by one, they all wake up. What are your plans for today?
Well, I kind of wake up in the morning and I'm basically cooking breakfast for everybody with the stuff in my house and saying, "What are you guys interested in?"
You got any ham?
I smile and as Ham looks at my pan, I'm like, "Yeah, right here for you," and I just plop it on the plate and throw it to him.
Yeah, I realized I only had a drink yesterday. I haven't eaten in seems like forever, so I just devoured and
I'm like, "We got a big day ahead of us with jobs in the Adventurers Guild and finding out what happened yesterday. So this might be the last time we get to sleep in a place or have a good meal. So
yeah,
tell me
I
what you want. We
appreciate it.
gotta tell me what you want. We gotta clear out my place."
At this point, Liz kind of like shows off. He was like kind of like in a corner. He doesn't seem like much has changed from yesterday, since he's a half elf. Like his sleep is more like sort of like half sleep, half meditation. You know, a bit kind of like how fish sleep, that you can't really tell if they're asleep or awake. And he basically just looks like yesterday. And he answers back to what the breakfast question of Gus says. I never have breakfast, thank you. And just like starts looking through the window at the street, looking people go.
I nod my head, said, "Whatever's your fancy. If you're thirsty, there's some drinks over there." And I kind of point to the corner.
I said thanks with a nod of the head.
And I cook up my my meat and my stuff for myself, and I sit down and I eat, and I'm gauging the party and saying, "Well, I'm ready when you are."
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm cool to go out.
Let's do it.
All right, guys. All right, give me like 30 seconds or a minute. Everybody take a quick bathroom break, and then we'll make your journey to the Adventurers Guild.
Okay.
Perfect.
Oops. Man, you guys didn't eat my berries.
You offer me a berry, and I just had a full plate of ham, so I'm pretty full. But I'll take a berry or two, and in case I get hungry later.
I grab whatever you give me while I'm eating my meal. Also, I'm going to go washroom and make a hot chocolate real quick. So BRB.
Okay.
I'll be right myself. I appreciate the
too. I'm gonna
offer
get
of the
some coffee.
berry, but again, Liz Marceline does not have breakfast. Not that kind of person. Be right back.
All right. So we're just waiting on quiet.
I think so. That Blizzard also said do it back. That's fun having so many options with the wildfire spirit.
Yeah, that thing seems OP. I'm gonna have to read.
I don't
I'm gonna
know.
have to read through it.
I don't know how well it scales though. It doesn't look like its main attack really scales up.
I'm back. Thank you for that.
Welcome back.
All right.
Thank you.
I think we're waiting on just Lizard.
Joe, metagame kind of question. So I do what I know that event from the arena. Would that be a part of my curse? Like, would I recognize that or no?
You have no idea.
Okay. Had to ask because I was going to determine.
Let me see if I can.
It
find
would
a
probably
picture.
it would probably give you pretty similar vibes to what happened with your mom, but you don't have any knowledge on what it is.
Okay. So I do have like a sense kind of thing for it.
Yeah, the whole scenario seems familiar to you, but you just don't know
Okay.
like anything about like what it is.
So that means I have two things of similarity. That means I can maybe find a pattern if I can get a third one. Man, that fight had me so scared. I'm so glad I reread that ability, or else I was fucked.
I was getting ready to teleport you back behind that pillar.
Hello guys, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Is McMagic here?
Ham.
Okay. Just waiting on McMagic.
Doesn't look like it, no.
No. But yeah, I mean, you could have teleported me. I'm so glad. So yeah, anything pertaining to saving throws over the course of multiple turns, the saving throw always has to end the turn essentially.
So, Vision, did we get a real feel that what happened was real? Because obviously, like we've gone through like a lot of like visions and trickery and stuff that might not be that normal to us.
Yeah, the expressions on everybody's face and like feeling the wounds that you guys were taking during the battle, like everything felt very real. And like the expressions on people's faces, everybody was taking it pretty seriously.
Okay. So I definitely felt different than the rest of the trials and the rest of which felt a bit more festive.
Yeah, that seemed to be not intended.
Okay.
Yeah. I have like the closest thing to I know it was real is just I had something happen in my past that's kind of similar to that. So I'm like, I'm working off a hunch of a weird feeling. Also, let's talk about you using the rival party, meat shielding each other. That was savage.
Oh, I'm sure you'll see him again. He didn't die.
Well, no one
That
died.
orc girl
Strong
did.
Star Run was not too happy with that. That is not how a member of the Adventurer Guild acts.
Oh, so he's the bad boy, huh?
Yeah, that orc girl is like completely dead though. Like she ain't coming back, is she?
No, she is very dead.
Oh.
Fuck.
Wow. So people do die in the trials from time to time.
Sometimes
It
in
would
really
appear
fucked
so.
up ways.
Damn.
What was that,
It's too
Arthur?
bad too, because I was totally gonna add her to one of the guilds or one of the parties.
I'm back.
It is what it is, destiny. I mean, she took
The
a
wheel
few
of
arrows
fate.
too, so just
All
the
right,
porcupine.
Magic's back.
I am
Alright.
back.
Yeah, I just want to say before like you take us over to the thing, everyone before we leave just sees me get a backpack on my back full of just rations, like a shit ton of rations, with a few other things onto the bag. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
you struggle to lift it too, I'm sure, right?
yeah,
Like,
it's almost as heavy as me. And I'm like, don't worry, guys, I got food covered. And then I start marching out.
Can I hear
All right.
Can I hear the loading sound again? Thank you. It was for immersion purposes. Thank you.
There you go. Well, you watch his little goblin eyes bugging out of his head, about ready to explode under the weight of 40 days of food.
I found a good picture for my elemental.
It's
All right, cool.
25 days worth of food.
All right.
Thank you.
25 days of ration. 60 pounds of food he's got.
That's a lot of food.
All right, so everybody is well rested. Everybody has had a nice meal provided to you by Gust, and you guys start making your way through town. It's way more empty now. It seems like the other members of the guild that were in town probably got like an early start on you. It's pretty quiet. Like there's not much going on in the town. You don't really even see too much stirring outside of like there's some merchants set up and some various tents along the way. You can hear the blacksmith working from across the river. And you guys make your way up toward the Adventurers Guild, the towering citadel that is the Adventurers Guild.
Are we at the
Oh, it's
door?
loading a bit
Oh,
slow for me.
it's loading up slow, right?
All right, and you guys, for the first time, as true members of the Adventurers Guild, find yourselves face to face with the double doors.
I look at him and pat him on the back and say, open them!
All right. I walk up, give the doors a big push or pull, whichever. I try pushing them, see if they push in.
Oh shit.
You open the door and you see what looks like a bank or some kind of like big reception area with there's like a bunch of lines set up and a bunch of windows.
Business.
And behind every window is a very similarly dressed. You can tell they're a magic user. You see they're like uttering incantations and then like writing stuff down into these little books they have sitting in front of them. They got like real comfy chairs. Each one of these looks like their very own sort of office. And at the back of the hall, you see a couple of guards blocking another set of double doors. And each of you hears a whisper inside of your mind. And it says, please come forward to the green light to accept your mission. And a little green light like kind of floats out here and blinks a couple times.
Does Liz Marceline recognize that these guys might be the mages who get like the telepathic or magical like jobs? He's done.
Yeah,
He's done
you
some
all
research.
kind of get that sense.
Okay.
Yeah, you would all get that sense that this is like one of the like reception halls where people from the guild would go to accept their jobs from the guild or like whoever is asking for like some kind of work to be done.
Would I have seen this, for example, on my home city? One of them, or
you're aware of like a magic user in your city, but he looks nothing like these people.
Okay.
These are like guild affiliated.
Okay.
I kind of yell out, who do I talk to about the incident in the trial yesterday?
And then you hear your brain, like you feel like a sort of itching in your brain, like something in your head is like, it's like almost a minor headache, and it says again, please come to the green light to accept your job. And a little green orb still hovers here in the air, blinking.
And I kind of grab my head and go, all right, and I just like fucking walk forward towards this.
I proceed
walk
to
with
enter, following the
Gust
group.
towards the light.
Like I'm walking with my hand to my head the whole time because that stung a little.
Okay. And as you guys get closer to this, the hooded figure, they seem to be almost in a trance, but they raise a hand forward and very slowly, like, motion you closer to their desk over here.
I looked at the party and said, I already got a headache once. One of you go ahead.
I kind of linger in the back a little bit.
Oh, I guess it's me.
Let's guess close enough. He wants to be able to hear everything.
Okay. And
you got a job.
yeah, as you guys all get close, or Ganian walks up to the window, and Liz gets a bit closer, and then all of you hear the whisper again inside of your mind. And the hooded, you assume it's the hooded figure speaking to you. They stare up at you, but their eyes are kind of covered in shadow, and the way that their face stays very expressionless. They seem to be almost in a trance. And they say, "Hello, team." I'm sorry, I'm used to having team names. So you're the new inductees. You're here for your first job?
That's it.
Yep.
I did just nod.
Well, have a mount for easy travel first. And it just so happens that the main horse provider of the guild has a mission. Perhaps I will give you this job. You'll travel
Sounds
to
good to me.
Slane.
Slain.
Town of Slane. It is about a 15 days walk east of here. You'll look for an old farmer. He has a ranch there. His name is Tobias. Tobias Mistmantle. Is all of this clear?
Gotcha.
I come out and say, very clear. As for my question about yesterday's trial,
I'm sorry, I'm the wrong person to ask for that.
who would be the correct?
You feel a sort of a headache again, like pressure on your brain.
I grab my head again and go, oh, come on, cut me some slack. Yesterday sucked.
I'm afraid I don't know anything.
Who would?
Liz
It's
starts...
hard telling, really.
Sorry. While this conversation is happening, Liz starts walking towards the door, slowly.
And while this is happening, I walk up to the guards and see and ask if I can go through.
These doors are blocked for now. Strawn Star Run's holding a meeting in the back. We were asked to not let anybody through, not to let anyone through.
Does the meeting have to do with the attack yesterday?
I'm afraid that's confidential.
I kind of walk away from the guy giving me a headache, and I go to the guards and I say, my dad could be in there and I'm his son. He is expecting me.
Make a deception check. The two guards kind of look at each other. Who's your father?
Autumn.
Of Team Farsail.
Correct.
They left this morning.
And I kind of like just go, shit, like I've been caught. And I head towards where Liz left because I felt defeated. I'm like, fuck, I got nothing on that one. I'm
I
out.
asked him, what did When's the meeting supposed to be over?
It's hard to say, really. I'm overstepping my boundaries here, but if this is regarding the situation that happened at the arena yesterday, well, I'm sure Star Run will be in touch with you.
All right. Thanks for your time. I just walk away
Be safe.
towards the rest of the
Oh,
group.
wait! And he calls you back.
Start walking back.
This is you're going to Slain, right? I heard a bit of an echo.
Yeah, it seems that way.
I will let you know. It would maybe be in your best interest to visit the blacksmith, or one of the vendors in town that set up shop to maybe look for supplies. The roads are dangerous.
Hey, I'm always up for visiting the blacksmith. So thanks for the advice.
Be safe.
Yeah, take care. Rejoin the group. And I'll tell him, hey, the guard advised that we should go to either some shops or the blacksmith before heading out. So it seems like a good idea to me. I'm personally going to head to the blacksmith, but let you guys decide what you want to do.
We passed by, right? I'll come with you.
I'm still throbbing on my head and just go. I'm just following you guys. That headache hurt.
To the blacksmith, I guess. It's here, right?
Yeah, it's over there. So you guys get to the blacksmith, and there's he's pretty buff-looking human, and a bunch of like he's wearing like a white tunic that's all like charred over and brown, and like there's some singes all over where like sparks have like shot up from the forge and like burnt holes into his clothing. Looking for business?
I say, yeah, actually, I was a apprentice blacksmith for a while. I'm curious if you've got any good stuff that I could have. We're heading out to Sloan. I heard it's a pretty dangerous journey out there, so just want to get geared up before we head out.
I hear that Ham kind of like mentions that we're going to Sloan, and I kind of like correct him a bit arrogantly. I said, Slain. We're going to Slain.
Oh, Slain, my mistake. Slain.
I look at Liz and say, "What do you know of Slain?" Still kind of like rubbing the little bit of headache out of my head.
I know as much as you do. I just want to get there and get the job done. I'm kind of like, to create it. I'm acting a bit arrogantly and a bit, bitchy. I'm still a bit concerned by all of this like chaos, and I'm not happy with my own performance, from the trial. So I think I'm being a bit defensive and a bit.
So you're being openly arrogant and bitchy.
I mean, like I could have just shut up and said not Slain, but I decided to say it kind of like to point out that I'm being slightly bitchy, yes.
Okay, I look at Liz, I'm like, look, man, we're all on the same team. We're gonna have to deal with each other for a while. Cut the attitude. We're all here to stay the fuck alive and help each other.
Yes, to Slain, not Sloan.
I'm like, fine.
I joke.
Fine.
I laugh at my own joke, by the way.
I kind of look at Liz and I'm like, fine. Would I know where you're from?
I already said where I'm from.
Yeah, but I was kind of half out of it.
Well,
when you said it.
Conversations happen, and you might miss them. Sleep is for the weak.
And I'm like, look, you half-elf ass. No need to get all prissy. I can barely read myself.
I can tell.
I'm like, yeah, and then I kind of smirk and say, but at least I can hit shit.
I hit shit too.
A little less than mine. And I I kind of bolster up, stop rubbing my head, kind of like trying to one up you.
I look at him and I just like let him be himself. I'm not gonna fall into his ways.
And I look at him, I like, get your shit. I don't want to deal with this dude anymore.
And while this conversation's been happening, the blacksmith, he's been kind of looking around looking at your gear that you have equipped, your different weapons, and he finally speaks up a bit as there's a lull in the conversation. He says, "I have a lot of steel weapons. I mainly craft steel. I don't know if it's too much better than what you have, but if you're looking for a new blade to swing, or maybe you just need your weapons sharpened."
I pull out a very silver ornate crossbow and I say, could you improve this at all?
I'm afraid not. I don't know too much about the workings of crossbows. I can build very simple ones, but beyond that, you might have to find somebody with a little bit more skill than me. My job mainly is to, well, I'm from Caxbridge, and my job mainly is to just create the first weapons for the new trainees. I don't have much experience making anything that could kill more efficiently, if that's what you're asking. But I could sharpen your bolts.
I put both of my bolts down and both of my daggers down onto the table and say, have at it. And I'm like, and I just kind of like go into the back and just sit down and start playing my flute while I wait.
Before I start this will be 50 silver per.
Per what? Like bolt? Per dagger?
Per dagger.
Per dagger? I throw him a gold coin.
Thank you, sir.
And I pull out my glaive, and I ask him, is there anything you can either have that's an improvement over this, or at the very least sharpen this as well for me?
Well, I can sharpen it for you. I can tell you what I have. I have Morning Stars, Warhammers, as you can see here, and he like points back, and there's like an assortment of weapons leaning against the wall. A great axe, great swords, flails, short swords, rapiers. I even have an iron hand axe and an iron dagger. Not quite steel, but they cut just as well as any other blade. But if you don't see anything that interests you here, I can always sharpen this for you.
I could, I think I'm fine with my glaive. I do have enough skills myself to sharpen it when it needs to be sharpened, so thank you for the offer, though.
Of course. Anyone else?
Is there, while this conversation is happening, do I see if there's any like bolts around? Like maybe he has like extra bolts laying around that I could ask for, or I could try to grab?
Yeah, so he notices you. He's already kind of eyed everybody's weapons over, and he knows who's using crossbows and who's not, and he kind of sees you looking around. He says, "And bolts for you?"
You got bolts for me, or bolts that I gotta pay for you?
Well, I do have to make a living.
It's funny because I do make killing, and that's where the conversation ends.
I do have one more question for you. I see you basically only have weapons here. Do you know where there's an armor dealer?
You might find somebody more experienced up in Caxbridge. There's a fellow up there that crafts for the lieutenants, or maybe in Amport you might find more exotic weapons coming in from different parts of the world, and maybe more magical. But these are just simple martial weapons.
I look over at Liz, trying to like break the ice between us. Say, how many bolts do you need?
It is 1 gold for 20 bolts. The blacksmith speaks up.
I look at the blacksmith. I flick him one more gold coin and say, to this pain in the ass over here.
Thank you very much.
I had enough, but thanks.
I
You can never
smile.
have too many bolts.
I smile and say, "When the going gets tough, don't miss. Have my back."
I'll add 20 bolts into my inventory, if that's okay, Vision.
And what about you, my quiet, dragon-looking friend? You need your weapon sharpened.
I don't believe I do, but hold on, I'm looking at my herbalism kit real quick to see what's in it. Do you know where I could get some flasks for my herbalism kit to make some potions?
I'm sure you could find
Thank
an
you,
alchemist. And maybe one of the tents set up. Maybe on the southern side of town. I know Ordburn has a lot of herbalists and alchemists. Check with
Alright.
one of the vendors that's traveled here from there.
Alright, I'll thank him for that, and then I'll just head over there when we're getting ready to leave.
All right,
I,
so he sharpens everybody's weapons that is paid.
Yep. I do state to the party, once we're all prepped and stuff, I need to stop by the tavern real quick. I need to say something to somebody.
All right, so if you're all done here, is everybody done at the blacksmith?
I want to ask him where if I can get a waystone. Or a whetstone, or however it's pronounced. Sharpening
It's
tool.
wet.
Is it wet?
You need a whetstone. I could probably just sell you mine. I have a couple.
How much?
Actually,
did
you
that
know
take?
what? You can just have this one that I've been using.
Guy's a businessman.
Gotta help out a fellow blacksmith, and he hands you over a whetstone.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And if I ever need something, this will be my first stop if I'm in the area.
I really appreciate it. I wish I could have done more for you. All right, so you guys are done at the blacksmith. You are aware of Gust has requested to go to the tavern, and Gideon has requested possibly a trip to some of the roadside vendors.
I look at Guinea and say, we can do all your stuff first. Mine's a quick conversation on the way out.
Okay. Yeah, well, let's make our way over.
Vision, are we close to where the stables are, where we're supposed to get our mounts?
Those are given in Slain. That was your mission. Yeah.
Okay.
So your mission, the mission is to go, like, usually first time recruits would go out to Slain and get their first mount. But it just so happened that your first mission was to go there and help the guy anyway. So it worked out.
So we're gonna
for you.
help the guy and get the mount.
Yes.
Okay. Is any of the directions my companions want to take in the direction of Selene? Either
the
the
city is
tavern
so
or-
huge.
Which one, sorry?
The city is so the city is so big that it's it doesn't matter where you go to first. I'll drag you over to the world map real quick.
Okay.
You guys would be we can go over this real quick. So you guys are on the world map. You are here in Crossway.
Yes.
And you know that it is let's see. It's like a 15-day walk to Slain. But if you take the road, actually, it's an 11-day walk, but if you take the road that leads north out of town, you can get 5 days of... It adds 5 days on, but it's 5 days of... Or it adds 2 days on, but it's 5 days of safer travel. So, the way up, if you go north and take the road, it adds 4 days, but the first 5 days are
Okay. I guess
safer.
we can discuss what road we take once everyone's done in town, right?
Yeah. So
Cool. I'll follow Ganian, wherever he goes.
Yep. Sounds like we're going to the to find you some
flasks. Yeah.
flasks, some vials, whatever you need. I don't know what you magic type people like to have, but anything after seeing what you did in the
Alright, so
the
you guys-
trial, go right ahead, get whatever you need.
Alright, we'll make our way over.
that's funny because I don't know if you're referencing the part where he gets knocked unconscious and probably needs potions, or if it's the feat of strength.
Yes.
Really?
You guys leave the blacksmith and make your way back to the road, and you remember passing a bunch of vendors set up on the side of the road, and you approach the tents, and there's various, like, they have a lot of produce there, like corn, like tomatoes, like food supplies, but then the one in the center, she has a bunch of potions laid out on the table, and you could assume that she is most likely of the alchemical or herbalist occupation.
All right, I'll go up to her and do you have any empty flasks that I could purchase from you for a reasonable fee?
Oh, I have empty flasks. I have full flasks too. If you need any potions of cure light wounds.
How much are your potions of cure light wounds? Or how much are they?
50 gold for one potion.
I think I'll just stick to the empty flasks. How much are those?
1 gold for a pack of 20.
Gold for a pack at 20. Alright, I'll take one.
All right, and she like
One pack
real
of 20.
clumsily. 1 pack of 20. Okay. She real clumsily, like, you're pretty scared she's just gonna break the vials outright. She like starts picking them up from a crate that she has stored under the shelf, and she just lays them out onto the counter, and they all kind of clink and clatter together, and like some almost roll off the edge. All right, here you go. Your 20 flasks.
I'd peep up and look at my Dragonborn friend and say, "You sure you don't want another 20 in case you get knocked out again?"
And she reaches down and starts clinking around another armful of flasks. Another 20.
No, I'm okay. Do you have any other recommendations for an aspiring alchemist, though?
Generally you can find things to make potions with, not in the city. Pick a direction and wander and pick flowers. That's usually what I do.
Alright, so nothing else here, though.
Unfortunately, I have just these potions of cure light wounds is what I've brought with me. I did have some others, but the other adventurers have bought them already.
Alright, well, that's all I need then. Thank you.
Hey Gust, while we're around the food, you know, you got that giant pack with you. How many days rations you got in there?
25 for me.
25 for you? You know, you could lighten the load a
20.
little bit and give some over to me.
I kind
How
of
about I carry 10 of those rations for you, but I'll get to eat 5 of them.
I look at Ham and I say, "I already fed you 1 meal today. If we're starving, of course I'll share, but until then, pack's mine."
All right, fair enough. Then I'll go over to one of the produce stands or whatever. I wanted to get some more rations for our trip for myself.
I'm like, can seriously no one here hunt? You can't
And,
rely on reaction.
I don't necessarily like relying on hunting if I have food that I can prepare here first.
I mean, fair, but we could lose our food, we could be robbed, there's so many other things. Hunting is surprisingly more reliable than rations.
I'm a fairly
As soon as,
reliable
there's a-
gatherer.
Says the guy who has 25 rations.
Hey, I'd rather be over-prepared than
Wouldn't you like
under-prepared.
to hunt a nice tomato? And as he hears the word hunt, this old man that's also set up in a tent here is very much like trying to break into the conversation. You can hunt this fine tomato that I have grown with my own hands. Did somebody say rations?
Yeah, I need some rations. I can't let Ghost here be more prepared than me. Well, he's that much more prepared. I'm just looking for
Alright.
another 10 days or so of rations.
10 days? That's 50 silver.
Anybody else need any rations?
How many days is this journey going to be? 15?
About 15. You know, some stuff
I'll
could
need-
go wrong.
I'll take another 10 too. Actually, no.
All right,
no.
50 silver.
I can go without that. I'm okay with my 10. I can get
All
it.
right, he's gonna leave his fate up to finding animals to cook. Sounds real smart, if you ask me.
You're talking to a druid here. I can make my own food.
I look at this whippity old man and I'm saying, let's be honest, we both know that's not 50 silver. I'm sure you could lower it for my dwarven friend here who's, you know, always trying to one-up me.
Make a persuasion check. I could sell these tomatoes to you for 4 silver, 50 copper. 53 copper.
All right, sounds like a deal to me.
You have to
got-
do the math.
You got change for a gold piece?
Sure.
All right.
And it's 45 silver, 30 copper. And you completely like.
I'll just give you an
bypassed
extra
it.
silver.
Okay, thank you. So 46 silver, completely negating his attempt to make you not want to deal with small change. You just it actually works out for him. He gets a little bit of extra money, and he
Yeah.
seems very pleased.
I smile and say, discount's a discount.
Hey, you know, at the end of the day, I'd rather be safe than sorry out there.
I'll definitely be safe.
And as soon as this gets done, I just start walking toward the tavern. Like, I don't even give people a heads up. I'm just kind of walking, like, kind of not hidden, but like also not openly saying where I'm going.
I stand where I am, just waiting for the other two to finish their shopping.
I'm done.
Okay, so Gus. So who's traveling to the tavern next? Just Gust?
Go along with.
I am not going to the
Yes.
tavern.
Assuming everyone else is done, I'll go along with.
I'm just going with the group. Sorry, I'm researching something on the side.
And where is everybody?
Tavern for me.
Tavern, I guess.
We walked, I guess, by the tavern. I'm not gonna enter. I'm gonna stay outside by the horses. Get this done and get to our objective. I'm kind of like on pragmatic mode right now.
Okay.
Once we're set up, I just immediately enter.
All right, so you guys get to the tavern. You make you small. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry.
No problem.
I'll be there. So I guess while we're walking to the tavern, set. So, what route are we gonna take? I know there's two
Uh,
routes to go to Slain. The
Oh,
north
yeah, we
road
need to go here in like
and
10 or
through the
15
forest.
minutes, too.
What you said?
I said
I
here
mean,
in 10, 15 minutes I'll have to go.
Okay.
I mean, we were able to do that trial, so I'm pretty convinced we can handle anything in the forest.
I-
So I'd
I-
rather
I-
save the days.
I look at Liz and say, "You take the lead on this one. I've only ever stayed in Crossroads, so I'm not too adventured knowledge outside my home. So I'll let you take the lead and determine what's best for us."
I feel comfortable taking the forest.
Okay, through the forest it is. Now, go and do what you have to do inside. I'll wait.
I kind of look at the party and with a dead face and say, "You mind waiting out here? Something I don't want you to hear."
Don't worry,
Yeah,
I don't want to
sure,
hear it.
whatever.
And then I enter the tavern.
All right. So, Gust, as you throw open the doors, you see a lot of the like some of the remaining members that haven't quite left town yet. You recognize the Serpent's Blessed and his friend, the Halfling. 1 second. Cat attack.
Oh no, sneak.
Snick rolled a
I'm waiting
d20
for-
on our god.
I'm waiting for the sneak appearance in the
Alright.
campaign. Giant cat appears through
Oh,
a portal.
she's here. She exists. I know exactly where she's at. All right. So you see some members of the Stalton Six still hanging around, and the wizard that had saw through your sleight of hand check, and the bartender or the barmaid, and everybody's kind of grouped around the same set of tables. Like everybody looks really serious, and they're kind of like all speaking with hushed voices, and they're all kind of conversing with each other.
I immediately go around and I walk up to the mermaid.
Mermaid or
Oh.
barmaid?
Barmaid. Barmaid.
I was like, whoa, maybe I want to get in if there's some.
No, and I go, "Good day, my dear. Sorry for the intrusion."
Oh, you're okay. We're just we're talking about what happened at the arena yesterday.
Oh,
You're more than welcome here.
well, considering I was a part of that, what do you guys know about the incident?
Well, I've not dealt with this myself. Obviously, I'm always running the bar, but some of our friends here have, well, particularly the Stalton Six, they've seen this before. The event that happened. Maybe they could tell you a bit more.
And I go, "Thank you very much." And then I kind of in a low tone and say, "If you see Grail, give her this." And I kind of slip her a note that I've been hiding on my person this whole time. And I say, "Please make sure she gets it."
Okay, I will. I know she just left for Slain about a month ago. I'm sure they'll be back soon.
And I nod my head and I look over at Stalton's and I'm like, "You know something about the incident? I know something similar to the incident. Care to swap information?"
And the woman and the man, they both kind of turn and give you like a real cold look. And the older man that you had interacted with in the bar and tried to give you you tried to pull a fast one on him. He kind of turns around and cranes in his chair and he says, "What do you know about it?"
And I go, had a similar experience when I was younger pertaining to my mom's murder."
Interesting. And he leans back in his chair and kind of like fully focuses on you. And how long ago was that?
How many years would it be? Because I was young, but I wouldn't know like in terms of your timeline how long it's been.
Probably be like 9 years, maybe a little bit more.
Okay, I say about 9 years. I was pretty young. I watched from a closet and I go in detail to the shadowy figure that straight up killed my mom.
It sounds very similar. The figure that appeared yesterday, that was very much a creature of the Shadowfell. It's interesting, though, that it would have been 9 years ago.
I cock my head and go, "Why is that interesting? Care to share with the class?"
How you said it looked similar, or describe your incident to me.
Well, I describe it as it happened. Me and my mom were home alone. She heard knocking at the door, and she immediately knew there was something there that I shouldn't have seen. So she told me to hid. So I went into the cupboard and had a crack open. And as she went to answer the door, and I go into big details, like this big shadowy man that just straight up just like sliced her and just killed her on the spot. And he was like very like shadowy looking. He was like in robes and like I explain it essentially.
It does sound very similar. Traveling between realms like that, the time is a little off. Two people could step through at the same time and appear at different times on the other side. I wonder just how related those two are. They do sound very similar.
And I explained to the man in front of me and said, well, one thing I can say for sure, the sense I got when I was younger and the sense that happened in the arena yesterday, I got the same feeling that I cannot explain.
This has been, it's very rare, but we hear stories of this happening. Some of the guild has experienced it, and he points over to the Stalton Six. But, usually they're not... Usually the adventurers will just, put down the target and carry on about their business. That one seemed a little more intense than, from the stories I've heard. But, this has been happening for years. You hear about it once every year or so, or sometimes it goes a little bit longer. Just people drop from out of nowhere.
And I go, very interesting. And I'm assuming it happens everywhere, all over the continent?
Oh yeah, we've heard stories from all over the place.
Is there any way to safely combat them in case, as you can see, twice is a coincidence, third time might be a pattern, in case I gotta fight it again?
And then the member from the Stalton Six kind of speaks up and he says, "Why don't you try fire? That worked for me."
I look at the man and I take a note and I say, "Fire, eh? What about, let's say I have a man with a glaive who can't use magic?"
And then the woman kind of speaks up, and her tone is kind of just as condescending, but she's a little bit softer with you. She said, "I would imagine weapons don't seem to have much of an effect. Unless maybe a certain type, maybe a silver weapon you could try."
I take a note and I cock my head and I say, "Thank you for the information." I looked at the barmaid. I give her a gold coin. I'm like, "I know I can trust you, but this is for yourself, my lady." And I say, "Thank you for the kind information. Y'all been very welcome. I'm glad to know I'm not crazy." And I start walking out and I say, "Be safe," after I do a courteous bow.
Be safe to you too, especially now. And as you're trying to leave, the member of the Serpent's Blessed is yelling out towards you. He says, "So what about joining the Serpent's Blessed? You know we need a bard, and that was an impressive display yesterday."
I turn around, I smile, I grab the tip of my cape and I pull it down and say, "Appreciate the offer, but I'm already on a team. Maybe in the future." And I just leave.
All right, he looks real defeated. You can hear very faintly as you're leaving. He turns to his halfling friend. He says, "He leaves without even a flute performance. How rude."
I come out and I'm like, I look over at Liz. I'm like, "Remember what I said about information?"
What?
And I relay the what I had learned about yesterday's incident to the party.
I probably should have been listening then, shouldn't I?
Yeah. So basically, it happens.
You told me not to listen, so I took my headset off.
God damn it!
Proper RP.
Oh, no, you're good. Hey, it makes more sense anyway to hear it in Gust's words.
Yeah, I would like to see how
Okay.
he explains it. What does he tell us?
Alright.
How much does
So-
he tell us? Does he tell us all the mom shit, or?
Okay. Well, I learned from some connections in the tavern that what happened yesterday is not a one-off. It happens all over the place, once a year, sometimes more, all over the continent. They're known as creatures of Shadowfell. They come from other planes. And multiple of them can come through at a time, and they'll be in different instances of our reality sometimes. And what I did graciously learn on how to kill them more efficiently is fire works best. And unless you got a silver weapon, sorry, big man, I look at him and say, that glaive ain't gonna do much.
Yeah, I'll use the term hit loosely, but when I hit him, it really didn't feel like I hit anything. So that doesn't surprise me.
And I nod and say, I'm like, well, at least we got some concrete information as to what happened yesterday. And I'm like, does that relax you, Liz?
So if we see them, we pray. Got it.
Or send them up in flames, one or the other. I'm like, all right, lead us to Slain. I'm done here.
I actually look at the again Guinean. Looks like the flames are gonna be handy, huh? And I start walking.
Guess we're going.
The absolute carry here. He has a fucking AoE explosions minion, so
Are we on our way?
We're on our way. as far
We're
as I
definitely
know.
on our way. Yeah.
Okay. Did you guys decide what path you're gonna take?
We have
I think a forest.
while we were walking to the tavern and you were gone for like a minute, we were specifically talking about this, and the entire group felt pretty confident that after the trial we feel quite strong and that we can take the forest route that is shorter instead of the one from the road, and that is where we're going.
Your maps that you have, that you estimate it's going to be about a 12-day walk. All right.
Yep.
So everybody makes their way to the edge of town. Everybody go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
And as we get to the edge of town, I turn around, I look back, I bow and say, thank you for all you've done towards my hometown.
Another great roll by me.
All right, you guys make your way to the edge of town and sort of look out, and you see a lot of open fields, some hills here and there, some rocks, the scattered tree. Sometimes you see a tree with like a lot of grass or like growth and like wildflowers growing around it, but for the most part it looks like a pretty straight shot. There's not a lot of cover or things, locations for things to like hide around, like outside of the, like I said, the stray tree. And you guys, what's your marching order?
They were saying that I was gonna be the one leading for whatever reason, so I guess I'm kind of like in the front this time.
Yeah, go ahead and line up here in front of the tavern, and like what the order you're going to be walking in.
Look, if this was the direction we're walking, or like
Right in
Yeah,
the
that's-
screen. Yeah.
I don't know if we talked about this. I guess I could be second if that's.
this makes sense, I think.
All right. All right, Gust, go ahead and roll a d8.
A D8.
All right, so you guys set out. You start traveling.
Well, we're not in the tower
It's
anymore, right?
Yeah, we can go back to here.
Yeah.
You guys start moving, and you travel for a few hours. Nothing. There's not really. You see like some stray wildlife, like a deer, here and there, some rabbits, but the fields are pretty quiet. And you come across a path. It's like a kind of a worn down. Like this is kind of traveled, but it's not like a main road. You'll copy it over. And as you're walking, you what?
Oh, it's still loading in for me. You go on.
Okay.
Make sure you scroll down and because it's showing for me now.
Yeah, you guys zoom out because it's massive.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I see.
Vision, we are on Tavern Sounds, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, I can switch it.
Yeah, no worries.
It's ghostly tavern goers here out in the wilderness.
Not gonna lie, that 1d8 roll is scary to me.
We took the non-safe trouble, Tyra. We took the fast path.
All right. So as you guys are walking, you start walking by. You're following along this rock face. Against kind of like it's almost like a game trail, like animals run through here.
Folk music.
It's not really a cutout road. And you see a pool of blood kind of like sneaking around the bend here. Let me see. Yeah, I gotta find my notepad real quick.
Anyone else sus a Vision right now? We need to vote him out.
Sus.
Suspicious. I mean, we did take the short travel, so
True.
One second, guys. All right, so as you're walking along this, you see kind of blood like spilling out from around this corner, and Genian and Liz, you can both hear this. Your ears pick this up. It sounds like a scratching sound or like rustling through fabric. Like something's like a digging sound.
am I able to tell what sound it is thanks to my perception? Do I recognize the sound?
It sounds like it's coming from the body. It sounds like a small rodent.
Oh, I see. Can I see that something is moving?
Right now you can hear it. You get the impression that it's probably like hiding around the corner.
Maybe we should sneak up there and check it out.
Yeah, I make a
Or if you want to.
I make a I kind of like signal the group to stop. You know, like shh, there's something ahead. I take on a stealthy position. I take off my
follow his lead.
I take off of my crossbow and I start walking towards the bleed stealthily. If that's okay, Vision.
Liz, you're walking.
I am
Go ahead and
walking.
make a stealth check. Anybody that's gonna be approaching, make a stealth check.
Well, considering
I'll
he
stay
told
back.
considering he told me not to stay. I'm following him, so.
What? It's my 4th one of the night.
You got my bad curse, man.
I was staying back. I am not a stealthy person.
Well, I am, but not now.
Where are you guys standing, Liz and Gust?
Well, I walked towards like around close enough. Like my plan was to approach stealthily, in order
And
to
I just
observe
gonna-
what's ahead of us, you know, around the
What's
corner.
going on with my-
But I obviously don't do it too stealthily. I was trying.
So,
I don't know what's around the
Okay.
corner, right? So I'm trying to be
And
cautious.
I'm just kind of hiding behind the little cliff.
all right. So as you start walking up a little bit closer, you're able to like come around the side of this mountain here, or this bend, or uprising out of the ground. And as soon as you turn the corner, Liz, there is a rat like eating at the flesh of this dead body, and it's already kind of like giving you it's already watching you as you come up.
Okay.
And go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody, go ahead and roll initiative. Let me clear this off.
How big is this rat?
It is one of the biggest rats you have ever seen, and it looks its fur is like falling out, and it's kind of like its mouth is foaming a little bit.
Rabies
It's got
rat.
like it's got it
So
kinda
it's a
looks,
New York rat.
Well,
Hey, there you go.
finally.
A 1 to a 20.
Just exactly what my character shines at, you know, like a really good RP rolls here. Like, I have 5 to stealth, and I roll a fucking 1. Like, well,
all right. Yeah. So Liz, go ahead. This rat is it was ready for you to approach. It was already watching out of the side of its eye, and it is turned and ready to attack you now. It's hissing, and like saliva is dripping down, like little bits of flesh are like hanging from its teeth. And you're up.
I am aware that my stealth was unsuccessful, so I try to approach the situation with my other amazing trait, which is my athletics. I try, as I see as the creature is looking at me, I try to get an advantageous position right here in this cliff. My idea is try to get in a terrain that will be difficult for this rat to reach me. So I try to move right there.
Okay.
And remember, I am an athlete.
Yep.
Do I need to roll?
Go ahead and make an athletics check. Okay, and you're able to scale this cliff, and the way this cliff is too, it'll be able to reach that point, but it's gotta like run around.
Yeah.
To where. Yep.
And
So you're able to scale the wall of this cliff here.
very athletically, and while how Liz is doing this, he doesn't kind of like scale like a brute. He kind of like jumps a bit like a gazelle, very elegantly, almost like he's weightless. For once, he has a nice movement, and then he aims again his light crossbow into the rat, and he tries to hit it.
Okay.
And maybe he was too focused on the climbing techniques. You tell me what happens, Vision.
Yeah, you fire your crossbow, and it you just hit the bush straight in front of you. It's actually a really good shot because you hit the beginning, like the stump here of the bush, and that's a pretty thin target. But it's also not a good shot because you don't hit what you're actually
Completely
trying to hit.
intentional. I was trying to show off.
Point blank, 15 feet in front of you, right into the bush.
Yeah, that is the end of my yeah.
All right, Guinean, it's your turn.
Okay.
Dude, how the fuck did I roll another one? I have 5 ones today. Like,
I think I was about there. Okay.
dude.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
What's up, Ike? Good to see you, man.
30. Can I see the rat? Can I see its like what? How much cover does it have?
It has half cover there. So it'll have a +2 on its defense.
Yeah, Mao. Dude, yesterday night was crazy.
How?
Dude, I got Ja,
what if-
Tarbrasha
okay,
Amulet,
What does it get
and
if I'm
Immortal
trying to
King weapon.
frostbite it. How does that affect
That shouldn't
it?
do anything.
Hello, Eckler, what's up?
I don't
Oh,
think
okay,
that
then-
matters.
I did 30 pits today.
Okay.
Didn't get
I'll fucking
anything.
see, but
I'll do more
frostbite.
after this. Yeah, I guess, Mao. My RNG is... Wow.
1 gold damage.
Hey. Welcome to the one squad, you know?
And
maybe
the
maybe
frost,
that's our name, you know, for the squad.
What was it?
Yeah, we could definitely be called the number one squad, but not for the...
We can't be one until I start rolling ones. I
Yeah.
haven't done that yet.
What's up, Neosi?
Team number 1, but then in parentheses. Not a good time.
I do
See
D&D on
addendum.
Tuesdays for those new to the D&D campaign.
All
It's
right,
just like
so
a
yeah,
one-day thing.
the frost.
And
like,
I'll go back to the
you're,
Diablo
you're
later.
focusing on this rat, but the frost like doesn't even seem to take into its fur.
We're fighting a
All
giant
right,
rat.
and Gus, it is your turn.
I'm just gonna cast Vicious
Really,
Mockery at
Eclair?
it.
Wow, nice.
Okay.
How many do you have?
One squad, boys!
Wow.
Luckily for you, rats aren't very wise. And you watch as it kind of like screeches a bit, and as its tiny little brain is probed by your psychic damage.
Disadvantage on its nest attack roll. Fuck. And then I'm just gonna kind of like move over here to see if like the rat will kind of follow me towards the party, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. And so now the rat is going to running toward the threat that just hit it. It's gonna chase Gust around the corner, and it's going to leap and go for a bite.
Disadvantage time. Don't fail me.
And they worked, Eclair? That's crazy. Oh, good luck. That's nice.
Yes. I got a
This is-
15.
All right. And the rat sort of leaps, but it latches onto Gust's glove and doesn't really puncture the skin. It falls back down to the ground. And Ham, you're up.
Thank God the rat missed.
Alright, I'm going to
I wonder how strong this rat is going to be.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'll attack the rat. I have
that flanked?
advantage because I'm flanking.
Yes, Eclair. This mod has
Alright, it
is
hits.
16 by 9. So yeah. Ooh.
All right. How would you like to kill this
Oh,
giant rat?
Oh, so I
nice.
I put all my weight behind it, just swing with a full out cleave. Take its head clean off, and the momentum of the head just smacks Liz in the face and gets blood all over his face.
Nice.
The diseased blood.
Can I make an acrobatics or something to try to not get splat by it?
It's
Sure.
a rat. Of course.
I definitely. I mean, I am on top of a cliff. I definitely try to like jump a bit, like just to not get hit. I'm quite
Sure, man.
elegant and flamboyant person. I don't want to get my purple beautiful clothes dirty.
Alright, let's see this one.
All right, and Liz is pretty well trained and nimble, and the rat head is pretty tiny, and you're able to dash out of the way of it as the rat hit the head of the rat bounces real pathetically like a little furry ping pong ball back into the grass here.
Thank God. Thank God I had like a bonus 5, you know, from my background. 'Cause, really, yeah, really. Yeah, I just like start walking like into the body to investigate. Like I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, and since Lizard is up here too, you guys should be able to see. You notice that there's an old camp behind you. It looks a little torn up.
Oh shit.
How far away is this from the town?
This is like your first 3 hours out.
Oh shit. 3 hours and we're already fighting shit.
It's an adventure.
Yes. I let the group know that there's a camp out here. I'm saying it in a way where we just don't talk about this fight at all. Kind of shifting the interest, you know.
I said, let's look at the body first.
Sure. I'll go scout the camp.
All right. I want to do investigation or a perception on the body, see if there's any clues to as what happened to cause its death.
Yeah, go ahead and make an
Enjoying
investigation
quiet.
check.
While this is happening, sorry. While this is happening, I'm walking towards the camp.
Okay.
And I'm like on my own. I'm kind of ashamed. My
Okay.
shot.
So, Gust, you can tell definitely the rat didn't kill it, and you see some hoof prints that just sort of like lead up the pathway here.
All right. I look over to Hammond saying, well, it wasn't the rat, and there's prints.
Well, I guess we go up to that camp and see if Liz has found anything.
I'm like, we could also check the body, see if there's anything useful.
Vision. As I'm walking towards the camp, do I notice anything that might be of interest?
Go ahead and roll a perception check. Okay. And as you're starting to approach the camp, you see the tents look all, there's blood everywhere, and the tents look all torn up with like a bunch of like puncture wounds in them. And as you get a little bit closer, you hear like almost in unison a large hissing coming from the tents.
What is a hiss?
And,
Sorry, in English.
Like
Like a
Okay.
snake,
Like
what
an animal.
a snake says.
Okay.
And you watch as a bunch of tiny little heads all poke their heads out of. They all like look out of the tents.
Yikes.
And the heads.
That's a lot of
Go ahead.
rats. Is this King Rat? Rat King.
It could be if you guys take the time to tie their tails together after.
Oh shit.
All right,
I-
Liz, go ahead.
I look at the. I turn around. I said, guys. Kind of like we have a problem. I raised my voice quite a bit actually.
Is this new initiative, or are we just using the same ones?
We're using the same.
Okay.
So you're up, Liz.
Well, thank God. I actually got lucky for once. Well, as Liz is aware of this, herd you call it, herd of rats is looking at us. I decide to get close enough to take a shot of one of them. So I'll make sure I know exactly. Oh.
Just so you know, a group of rats is called a mischief.
Well, as I see the mischief of rats, I warn my friends, my companions, they're not my friends, that there's danger ahead. I move I take one step closer so I can take a good shot since I'm a bit too far away. And I decide to take a shot at this rat in particular, right there, with my light crossbow.
Well, this is a mischievous situation.
Please
Okay,
don't.
You fire the crossbow and it kind of sails over the head of the rat and bursts through the back of the tent behind it.
Yeah, I use the rest of my movement to walk towards my team members as I scream, "Get ready, boys!" Well, I don't scream it. I try to be cool, guys. Don't look at explosions, okay? Kind of. And I move the 25 remaining feet right there.
Sounds good. All right, Gideon, you're up.
Okay. I'm reading through my entangle spell.
I have
Okay, 90 feet.
+7 to hit. +7.
Blast all of them with one shot.
Holy shit.
Please?
Yeah, this is it's AoE farming, guys. This is AoE farming.
And okay, so I'm looking at my entangle spell and it says a 20-foot square. Okay, starting from the point.
Entangling roots? Okay.
So if you target on an enemy, it'll be 20 feet around that enemy.
Okay, so
My character is actually so weak, level 1 and level 2. It will get better slowly. At level 3, it kind of like starts getting better, you know.
okay. Here, so I'll target like this. I think it's just like 20 by 20. So I'll target this guy right here, and then this 4x4 square is what I'm gonna aim.
If you can reach this guy right here, you can actually hit all 3 of these with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Oh,
Yeah,
I
okay,
can make
cool.
a square. Yeah. So that green square right there is what I'm targeting with my entangle. So it's a 20-foot square. All creatures in the area have to succeed on a strength saving throw, or be restrained until the spell ends.
Okay. What's the DC?
Oh, okay, it's just mine. Okay, it's 13.
Okay. Oh.
I feel like Guinean's entire purpose is just to make me look bad, you know. I miss my shot, I walk away, and this guy comes in and throws fucking trees everywhere, like.
Let's
be
just start
fair,
from the bottom
what-
corner and go one at a
Hey,
time.
don't worry, I'm farming for late game, okay? Just like I'm
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, so all you watch is like a bunch of roots and vines like burst out of the ground, and they are able to wrap around all of the rats within the square, within that area, except for this one. This seems to like shake them off and keep itself freed.
Okay, so they are restrained.
Oh, hold up! I
Okay,
did some wrong. Well, I guess it works out for you. I did Dex rolls on accident on some of them, which
So-
their Dex is way higher anyway, so it definitely hits them.
Oh.
cheeky DM,
So they can
huh?
take
I see.
an action,
I
a
see.
strength action, or an action to make a strength check. Otherwise, they're there for a minute with my concentration.
How long is
Oh,
a
it's
minute
also
in
difficult
turns?
terrain on that one. Every turn's 6 seconds, so it's 10 turns.
10 turns. Oh, it's shooting range, baby. So we gotta kill
that
the other
one in
3, I
corner-
guess.
The one in the corner is on difficult terrain, at least.
10 rounds.
Um,
It's making it easy for you.
That's my turn.
Well, at least I'm. Hopefully, I can. Do I get
I hope some
advantage
of
or
them get
something?
close. I hope some of them get closer.
Yo, no joke. If they're rooted or whatever they are, do I get advantage or something?
It's difficult terrain, so I'm not sure about that one.
I mean,
No.
no.
It just reduces their movement.
Unlucky. I need some help.
All right, Gust, you're up.
Why am
Or
I
is
so
that all
useless?
for you, Gideon?
Yeah, that's it for me.
What were
Alright,
their
go.
initiative rolls? Holy shit. Okay. Alright, okay. So I'm gonna like book it to here.
Dude, we got so lucky with this spell. What the fuck?
Try and get in range of anything. Which one is not is not
The-
rooted?
The one closest to us.
That one? Okay, I vicious mockery, the one
This one.
that's
And
not
the-
rooted.
Yep.
So wisdom save. A takes 3 damage and disadvantage on its next attack.
Okay.
And that'll be it for me.
These poor rats.
Guys, there's the other 3 also. Like, remember.
All right. So this first rat here is gonna dash out of the roots under it. And it's going to rush Genian.
Is that with a dash?
I definitely
Yeah,
he
it's
said
dashing.
dash. I definitely feel this is a campaign in which Artsy is flexing on all of us. Can we mark the one with vicious mockery on the disadvantage just so I can keep track of it?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, they're how fast are these rats? Dude, I looked into my spells and when I look back, they were how fast are these bitches? Oh,
Make
cool.
the DC to try to break out
I'll
of the
be back in
roots.
a minute.
Okay.
DC's 13.
Oh, did not mean to do that on disadvantage. It still misses. All right, this one here is able to break out. I'm gonna put like some kind of icon on these two so you guys can see who's still rooted.
Thank you, Vision. Dude, so many rats.
Well, Lizard, you're about to get some kill counts today.
Yeah. If I hit anything.
I mean, to be fair, you do hit things, you just don't hit them hard.
All right, so two of the rats are able to break out of the roots and they look ready to charge. Two of this one back here and this one back here. And Ham, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm a bit annoyed that this action is starting without me. So, I'm gonna scurry on up here next to Gust. And since I'm not in range of anything, I'm going to use my action to help Gust with his next action. Whatever that is. And that'll be my turn.
Okay, Liz.
Well, Liz, as he was like running away, it kind of like makes like a 180-degree turn, but he tries to make it smooth to not look like he was actually running away. You know, he goes like a shoo, you know. And while he's in the motion, he loads his crossbow, and he aims it at this little fucker right here, this rat.
Okay.
And now he is confident he should hit this one. So he takes his shot and boom.
And in all of the chaos with these rats charging towards you, picture the wildebeest and the Lion King charging down through the canyon. This herd or mischief of rats bearing down upon the group, and then in Liz's quick motion to try to get ready to blast these things, the chaos of it all, the arrow slides down the length of the rat and lands into the ground behind it.
Yeah. I move far away again. 30 feet. 25 feet, actually. No, I'm actually gonna go exactly there. Here.
Okay. Arxie, are you back? Okay, well, he's AFK for a second. I'm gonna try to find my pin. I have no idea where I put it.
Yeah, no problem.
I just want, for the record, I have a +7 to hit.
Yeah, I see that. Like, your rolls are cursed today, my man.
I've done 4 damage the entire day. That's it.
No, you did 8 because you hit that armored guy twice for 4.
Yeah, I guess. True. Oh, because I rolled 1 twice. It's true.
Yeah.
Holy shit, like... I'm supposed to be like a really well-trained archer kind of thing, you know? Really good impression for the rest of the party.
The worst part is I haven't even taken my shot yet to make you feel bad.
Fucking
I've been
hell.
using spells this whole time. So far, all these weapons I got, I have been for show.
Dude, I can't believe it, man. Well, at least they got rooted, because otherwise it would be pretty... That's a lot of rats, even if they do low damage, right?
I won't lie, the only AoE I have makes me go in the middle of them, because like Thunderclap, it's to everything in a 5-foot radius around me, and Thunderwave is everything in a 15-foot radius around me.
What are those spells?
Yep.
Okay.
But the thing is, they affect you guys, right? So I have to do it when they're in range and you guys are not. So I have to be very tactical about it.
Vision, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
So, while all this fighting is going on, these rats seem like, are they like diseased? Can we tell that these rats are not what they're supposed to be, or?
You get the pretty good idea that something's off. Like they're like missing fur and foaming at the mouth. They have like some of them have open wounds with like maggots crawling in them.
Do they feel undead, or are they just like really?
They just look very sickly.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, this is part of the way the undead plague started in Warcraft 3.
Right?
Yeah, that's why that's why I'm asking. Like, maybe that's why I'm missing, right? Because obviously, like, I'm kind of like used to,
sure.
I'm used to shoot at kind of like more elegant enemies and more like scary enemies. So now these rats,
I'm pretty sure you're just used to shooting at like non-moving targets.
No, it's just like I'm not. It's not my plane of right. It's not what I normally do. I normally shoot at stuff that is bigger than me, like dragons, like giants, right?
Also, you shoot easy targets.
And now that I have to shoot to these small things that are like below my waist, right? Like this goblin guy over here. Like, these midget creatures, obviously, like, I'm not used to. It's like when you're playing Counter-Strike and you change your desk or something. You gotta get used to it, right?
I don't believe you because you hit that bush very well.
True.
I could make a joke about hitting bushes, okay? But I'm not gonna do it because that would be a lie. Haven't seen a bush in a while. And hitting a bush is just like fucking science fiction at this point. But oh
my god, Mr. Lizard over here is like, the force is with me. I will see the dark side of the boy.
And as I'm loading my crossbow. Mr. Genian comes back into the focus of the battle. Right?
I think he's AFK, but yeah.
Didn't he
He
say
said,
he's
yeah.
back? He literally just...
Oh, are you back, Arxie?
No, he said he'd be like 10-15 minutes ago.
Oh, I literally listened to his mic going like, I'm back. I was like, oh, perfect. I'm gonna try to switch it back, try to make a nice transition. Well, yeah, let's go back to talking at me failing at, life.
Hey, at least you've gotten to take 2 shots so far this fight.
Hey,
I'm just
Hey,
trying to scurry.
McMagic, you killed a rat.
Magic is like, my magic is like, I'm coming, guys!
Come here.
With his short legs.
I just see myself in this game where like Legolas is like sniping everyone.
And meanwhile,
I can't even catch up.
Meanwhile, Archie is like fucking throwing fucking spirits and dreads and fucking.
Yeah.
He's like playing Modern Warfare 4 while we're like playing Age of Empires in the Stone Age. Like, holy
Okay,
fuck.
I'm back for real.
Hey, welcome back.
What's up, Archie?
Fucking,
Alright.
I'm sitting here with mind magic and shit. Like,
The
All right,
carry
Gideon,
is
it's your
back.
turn.
Okay. How does is concentration breaking? Is that Constitution? I'm hit. Okay.
don't get hit.
Yes.
What is the little black marker on this one beside me?
The mockery.
It's got its disadvantage on its next attack.
Oh, okay, okay. Can I do something else? Like, can I like attack while I have concentration up?
Yeah, you can do other things. It's just if they hit you, it could break your concentration on something else you're trying to hold.
Okay.
Yeah, you just can't cast another spell that takes concentration too.
Okay. What does Thunder Wave do? 15-foot cube. Okay.
It's
I'm
15
gonna-
feet around you, and it affects party members. I have that spell too.
I think he might have the different one. Remember, you had the special cantrip.
No, mine's Thunderclap for the cantrip. I have the level 1 Thunder Wave spell that he would have too.
Okay.
I have nothing.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, use that one.
I actually have nothing. It's so sad, man.
I'll just do a nice, good old scimitar slash on this one beside me.
Okay.
Oh, whoops. Oh, first one.
Yeah. So you swing your scimitar and completely misses the rat and slips out of your hand and lands in this square. It goes
Okay, well-
it wedges right into the grass beside you.
Holy shit.
Thank God I am not the only,
It can
Human.
take an attack opportunity on me. I'm going to try to move.
Okay. $13. That
My
would
AC is 13.
miss you. Okay.
Okay.
Tries to bite at your ankles as you step away, but doesn't quite have the reach.
Wait, 13, right?
Okay, that's it.
Aren't you your Gideon has 14.
Oh, okay.
14. Oh,
I have this written down, that's why I looked for my pen.
okay.
Alright,
that's it
so
for me.
Gust, you're up.
It's my turn?
Yes.
Alright. So, I'm gonna whip out my crossbow.
There
I'm
he
gonna
goes.
Shoot this guy.
You have advantage on this
Oh, do I?
because I helped you. So
Yeah. Ham is helping you.
Oh, sick.
I'm keeping
So-
your arms steady.
So I pull out my big silver ornate crossbow for the first time in combat.
Let's see the one.
I look over at Liz. I look at this rat, and I take a shot.
Okay, it hits.
It hits.
All right, and you fire the crossbow, and it just misses the rat's mouth, but like digs in through its side, like piercing between the bones that's its little shoulders. And you have threaded the needle through the cloth that is this diseased-looking rat, and it is now bloodied.
And then I put my crossbow back into my pouch, and I pull out my flute, and I play a performance to give inspiration to my other crossbow-wielding friend, Liz.
Oh man.
So he now has a bardic inspiration on him.
Okay.
Can I read what that does?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
So I pull out my flute, and I look to my friend who's been disheartened with all his misses and play a tune, a very subtle, mellow amount, and I say, to put on a show, you will hit with your crossbow.
All right, and
with that,
go
I
ahead.
move back behind my dwarven friend to give him the tanking roll.
all right. Now the rat's looking a little disheveled
Why
from
me?
some of these initial hits.
Guys, why me?
The first one rushes forward and launches an attack at the initial figure that caught their attention at the beginning of this battle, having approached the tents where they were feasting. It lunges through the air and launches itself at the half-elf.
Sure. That hits.
Okay, you take 6 piercing damage from its tiny little teeth digging into you.
Just keep
And,
in mind, you can use the inspiration at any point.
Yeah, but I can't do anything about this.
Go ahead and make also a Constitution save.
Now I can. You
Yeah.
said 6 damage, yeah?
Yeah, 6 piercing.
Constitution, yeah?
Yes.
Let me read this first.
You do your roll, then you can roll a 1d6 and add it onto your roll.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay. And the rat drops to the ground after having bit you. And the next one moves.
Does Lizard save at a 12?
Yeah, he saves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank God.
It
that
says
we,
DC
you
time
use
of
the
disease,
inspiration.
right?
Because holy fuck.
Yeah.
So
I used
he-
that so I didn't get the infection. Max HP decreased by 3 every
And
every 24
the next
hours.
rat rushes forward
What
and
the
lunges toward Ham.
dude? What the fuck is this spell? Guys, I hope you read what these bites do, so be very careful.
8 misses. And the next one
Dude, they
rushes
killed
forward.
you. It's like death.
Also lunging in the air. 21 should hit
Oof.
for 5 piercing damage, and also make a Constitution save.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oof.
Uh-oh.
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 And the last rat also rushes forward here and leaps into the air, aiming for Ham. And that would be a miss. Okay, and now these other rats in the back, 2 have already freed themselves. They're on difficult terrain, so they'll move. One is able to escape the root patch. And one lands at just the edge of it still. And this one will make a strength, or what was it, to get out of the roots? Strength, yeah. Okay, this rat is able to break free. And the rat in the back still stays in the back, wrapped up in roots. And Ham, it will be your turn.
All right.
Time to swing, boy.
To take a swing at this bloody rat. Actually, which is the rat that actually bit me?
Yeah, it'd be that bottom one, I think.
All right, I'm pissed that this rat was able to hit me, and so I'm swinging right back at him with my glaive.
Okay, it hits. All right, how would you like to kill it?
This one I just chop straight down in on his neck, right into his heart.
And it is tiny little heart still beating with rage as the beat of its heart is extinguished as the rat goes down.
And then that's all I'll do on my turn.
All right, Liz. Gust, you're up, or Gideon, you're up next.
Liz, Marceline had enough. He is tired of missing all his roles and not performing like he's trained to do. On a special effort, he looks at his wounds and he decides to perform a chant of strength, Tyler 1 style. Very out of his norm. And I perform my second wind. I'm gonna roll for it as a bonus action. 6 plus my fighter level, which is 2, is plus 8. So I get 8 HP. Well, actually a bit less because I don't have enough HP, so I go back to 20. And I look at this little rat in front of me, and I decide to swing my rapier against him.
Okay. It hits.
It does hit.
How would you? Yeah. Go ahead and roll. Yep. How would you like to kill this rat?
After doing my shout, I took up my rapier really fast, and on a quick slide, samurai style, clean cut. The rat doesn't even feel it, and he falls to the floor. Now that I'm disengaged from the combat, Liz decides to take a more comfortable position into this tree. And he tries to climb the tree. I want to climb the tree to have a good position.
Okay. It's about your height. But you could try to climb into it and see how stable it is. Go ahead and make a acrobatics check. Right, sorry, this would, yeah. There you go. Okay, so you're able to ascend. It's a small bush, but you are about 5 feet off the ground.
Is it an enough height where I can maybe take can I use the tree branches kind of like to position myself and have a comfortable aiming grip for my next turn?
It would feel yeah. The whole thing is pretty flimsy. Like it kind of buckles under your weight, but you can definitely like take a position up there.
So I prepare myself positioned sniper style for the upcoming rounds, and that's the end of my turn.
All right, Gideon and Gust, you're next.
I should have climbed this tree, right?
So
Fuck.
I need. Okay, I'm going to use my breath weapon. To hit the rat above me, but not him.
Okay.
Here. I need to look up what save that is, though, for silver.
Dude, how many spells does this dude have? Your draconic ancestry?
Salutes.
Yeah,
Okay, that
he needs to
is
rest to use it. It's only one time.
Constitution saving throw. For the one rat above
Okay,
me.
so it's 8 plus your constitution. So 9. It needs to make an 11 con save. Okay, it misses. So your flame breath will Gideon will open his mouth and how does this look? Your flame breath.
It's almost like a cold mist. But rather than like flicking flames, it's almost like a cold mist.
Okay, you guys watch as a slow, almost like misty fog of a breath leaves Gideon's lips, and it kind of pours over the form of this rat, and you watch as it's the fur on it kind of ignites and singes off, and it lets out a horrible screeching sound as it's almost kind of cooked alive with this cold burning, and this rat is now bloodied.
That is it.
Okay, Gust.
Beautiful.
All right. So, I'm gonna come around to here, like take the long way around Gideon and the dead rat.
Let's see it.
Yeah, that's 5, 15, 10. That's exactly what I can do. And I'm gonna put a dagger into this bloodied rat.
Okay. And you're flanking, so you'll have advantage. Well, that's
Alright.
fine. That hits. All right. How would you like to kill this?
I tap the two boys on the back. I run around the side and I just come up and I just take my dagger and put it through the side of this rat and pull it out and flick the blood off in a direction away from my party mates and just watch it die.
All right. The rat lets out a screech that sort of like tapers off as the last breath leaves its lungs, and it drops dead on the ground between you.
Beautiful.
And because I have felt bad for my dwarven friend before, I once again pull out my flute. I play a little tune to calm him after the bite he has taken earlier. And I say, for a bite today will be bright tomorrow, because we're going to kill them all for another morrow.
It was a beautiful rat there. Beautiful rat.
And give him a bardic inspiration die. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay.
Who was that directed
All right.
at?
So
I gave
Ham.
Ham the bardic inspiration.
Okay, because I realized
your-
I still
is your,
have an inspiration tick.
Gust, did you get 4 bardic inspirations from your last level?
I get 4 bardic inspirations due to my charisma, so
Okay. All right. I'm gonna adjust that on your character sheet just so I can keep track.
gotcha.
All right. This last, the last living rat here in this pack is gonna make another bite at Ham.
Fuck. Oh, thank God.
For 7, it misses, and now these last rats. This one is now escaped the roots. And it's going to start making a charge forward. The other 2 are still caught in the rough terrain, so they can't move quite as far, but they are now making their way toward the party.
We gotta kill them. That's obvious what our mission is.
And this last one is going to try to make a strength save to escape. Actually, these are going to be dashing too. And this one will make a strength save to get out. And it finally escapes. And Liz, it's your turn again.
Is it my turn?
Oh
My
yeah,
turn.
Ham, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, Ham.
I forget you're at the bottom.
Yep. Alright, I'm going...
And you do have Bardic Inspiration 1d6 to apply to any attack rolls at skill scrolls.
I was reading it from when you linked it. Alright, so I'm going to move here and then there. And that's an extra 5 feet, right? Because this is moving
Yeah.
over a... But I still have plenty of room, or movement, 5, 10, 15, so I have 10 feet left. And I'm going to attack this middle one with advantage.
Ooh.
Okay.
Well, you can choose.
Hits.
Good damage.
Or how would you like to kill this?
Nice. They have like 9 HP only. Nice.
Back around to the kitchen real quick.
So I just give him a powerful thrust stab, but this time I realized that it might be enough strength to kill him, so I don't want to decapitate the rat like the last one and send it shooting towards Gus. So I'm a little bit more cautious with my attack and make sure that it's just more of a well-placed as opposed to pure strength. I just give him a nice deep impale right into the chest.
Thanks for the consideration.
Yeah, you guys watch as Ham skewers this thing. It makes a nice little rat kebab before he like kicks it off the end of its glaive, and it lies now on the ground.
Eat these.
No!
It now lies in a pool of its own diseased blood, mind you, diseased blood.
No. I prepared purifying food and drink. We could.
Monka.
Cue the clip of looks like
yes,
meat's back on the menu.
I'm eating the tomatoes. Fuck this.
I'm gonna end
Okay,
my
I got 25 days of rations to choose
Don't kill
over
these
that.
rats. Don't kill them too hard. We can save them.
Alright,
Hey,
that's my turn.
This one you breathed on is already half cooked.
True. It's a roasty.
All right, it's your turn, Liz.
Yeah.
My turn, yeah?
Yes.
I would like to know if, thanks to my advantageous position, I'm able to perform a shot to shoot this creature right here. Do I have a better shot than usual?
Sure. Go ahead and roll on this with advantage.
Thank you.
You're kind of like you're kind of like shifting around in this bush. Like it barely holds your weight. You could not find like really a comfortable spot to stand. But since you kind of have like a good eye of the battlefield, you can go ahead and roll advantage on this attack.
Thank you. Thank you very
All
much.
right, it hits.
Thank you very much.
Imagine if he didn't have that.
All right, how would you like to do this?
Do I kill it?
Yes. How would you like to kill it?
As I shoot my crossbow, and the bolt hits kind of like on the chest. It's not a great shot, but it's enough to kill. Just the thrust of the thrust power of the crossbow makes the branch that I'm standing kind of like creak. And as the creature like kind of like dies, right? I kind of like fall over, and I ended up a meter or so where I was, and the tree is no longer a tree pretty much. But feeling the motivation, you know, I decide to use my action search, and I try to make another shot to this one. Right
You
here.
can do it. I believe in you. This time. I shouldn't have said anything. The pressure got to you.
Fuck my ass.
All right, is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Gideon, you're up. Gust on deck.
Fuck my ass. Oh, sorry, I thought I was muted. Fuck my ass. Oh man.
All right.
I
will
can't
go
believe
ahead
I
and
roll another
frostbite
3, man. Ah, fuck, sorry.
This one.
3, man. What? And I rolled another
I would love
3
to
here.
kill it.
Like, what is?
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Unbelievable.
Nope. I tried. I will walk around this pile of dead rats.
So bad,
Did you
man.
ever
Walk
pick
in
up
there.
your weapon?
I rolled 5 1s today so
No,
far.
I'm
5
standing right
1s
here.
and 2 and 3 3s.
Ah,
Oh, it is? Wait, you are?
Holy shit, man.
Who is?
Gust.
Oh. I'll pick it up afterwards. I don't need it. right now.
I'm keeping the blood off it for you.
It's probably
Just keep
safer
it
if you
warm
don't
for
have
me.
it equipped. After seeing how
Your last archer killed a
reckless
child?
you were with-
Unlucky. Hey, collateral damage.
All right, is that all for you?
That's all for me.
All right, Gust, go ahead.
Alrighty. Once again with the dagger. I would like to use my inspiration that you gave me from last session to apply to that.
Okay.
Wait,
That's a 1d10, correct? From a DM. Or is it a
do we
1d?
still do we
I don't know if they
how
would
long did that last?
that
Because
long.
we traveled for like
It
hours.
lasts 24 hours. I did the math, assuming from last session to when it was
1d6.
given to me. It's been 18 hours. 1d6.
Ogres.
Oh, I still have you.
All right.
Yeah, we'll just keep that uniform.
Yeah.
Oh my
It didn't
God.
even matter.
Easy to keep track of.
Didn't even matter.
Oh my god.
Wait, did you do your damage roll? Oh, you're using it on the attack roll. Okay.
Yeah, because I would have
Right.
missed otherwise. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm using nimble escape and I'm dipping the fuck out as a bonus action.
Wow, dude. Number one. Yeah, 1 roller squat. Chat is saying. Yeah, nice. Holy shit, that's so unlucky.
So I'm gonna pick up the scimitar beneath me, and I'm just getting the hell out of Dodge.
The clerk in my group whose backstory involved being an abuser orphan
So
was
that's
not happy with my
10.
character.
That gives me 20 movement still.
I can imagine.
Right? Yeah.
My magic has been infected, by the
I'm
way.
gonna move over here
My
next to my
magic is
buddy and be
fucked.
like, "Here's your sword back."
Aww.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll take it.
Poggers.
I guess.
That's actually Poggies. Oops.
Move.
All right. So, enraged by the attack that was just made on this rat, it climbs over the corpses of its dead friends and makes a beeline to chase Gust right on his ankles. And it leaps and lunges forward
Oh god.
to make an attack.
Damn it!
16.
It hits.
Okay. You take 3 piercing damage and go ahead and make a con save.
Oh, that's the scary one.
Hey.
All right, so just 3 points of piercing damage.
All right.
Dude, the con save is the scary one. Holy shit.
Okay, and this rat in the back is able to. We'll do this rat in the back first. Still within the roots that Gideon placed earlier. So its first move out is going to be on what is it? Difficult terrain.
Oh, hey, this one gets to play.
Hopefully not. That bite looks nasty. Holy shit.
All right, and this one is going to run toward the first target it sees and make a bite on Ham for 7, and it misses. And Ham, you're up.
All right. I'm going to, I dodged that bite, and I decided to take a swing at that same rat that just took a bite out of me, or tried to. And go with that. Oh, sorry. That was not supposed to be advantage.
Okay.
So is that a 9?
We'll just
then?
use the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll miss.
There it is.
All right. I'm going to
Yeah, roll 20.
action surge to attack it again.
Yeah, no worries. Pretty cool.
This time, don't. There we go. That'll hit there.
Okay. All right, it hits.
So the first
How
attack
would you like to kill this rat?
I swing, it goes, it misses going over the top of the head. The rat kind of loses its focus, thinks it's dodged the attack, but I quickly just redirect the blade, swing right back, and cut him right in half, without
Okay,
him
but-
even expecting it.
And the rat completely dissected lands in a pool of organs and blood.
I'm gonna eat that later.
Oh no.
It's already been flayed. Half the work's already done.
All right, Guinean. here.
Archie, we gotta work on your diet, okay? Like,
Well, unless
I
Ham,
know
are
you're
you
a
done?
dragon and all, but
No, I'm done.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm done. That's fine.
Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna swing out my quarterstaff, two-handed, and beat this rat. 20 plus 3.
well, that's
Should be able to. Arxie, you can just click that in your character sheet under your
Oh
attacks.
yeah.
Artsy also has a DM inspiration still. If you want to try and add 6 to it and maybe hit it with the next roll.
I don't know if that would be enough.
If you get a 6, that's a 14. That should hit.
or save it for the
Sure.
con save. You know, that I don't know. Dun 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 dun. What would Genian do?
I mean, no, I don't think I'm gonna get 6 out of that. I'd rather use it when I'm on the verge of getting somewhere.
No problem.
I'm done.
I tell you who would have done that roll, me. And you know what I would have got? A 1. Gus
I give
probably
you
would
hugs.
do it too.
I did do it. I did get a 1.
Poggers. Okay. That's
All right, Gust. Or are you done? Are you done, Genian?
yeah. He said he was.
Okay. All right, Gust, it's you.
All right, I'm pulling out my dagger and I'm going in on it. No, I'm not.
Oh my god. Oh,
So me being really depressed right now, whiffing this, I instead just pull out my flute and I look to Ham and I'm like, yo, take my inspiration because I suck dick. I really need you to kill this fucking
how
tit."
many ones have we rolled, dude?
And give
What?
him a bardic inspiration die.
I already have it.
I'm giving you another.
I think it says you can only have one.
Can I only give one?
Hey.
Okay, well I'll give it to Lizard then.
Hey.
Hey.
Your favorite plan B.
Yeah.
Like,
I think we missed.
you.
I think we missed a lizard anyway, didn't we? Yeah. Liz, go ahead and
Yeah.
If Gust, are you done? I think we missed Liz's turn.
no,
didn't
I
we?
did. I did
Pretty sure we
shoot,
did.
and I missed my. And then yeah, I did do my. I
Yeah,
did my.
yeah,
turn.
yeah. He got a kill and missed his second
Yeah.
hit. Yeah. So. Oh well, he's still my plan B, and I
Okay.
I can't disengage from this safely.
I
So
did my turn.
I'm gonna rely on RNG. Holy fuck, I'm scared.
Okay, this the rat in the back here is gonna dash forward.
How fast?
I'm gonna punt it.
60.
And this one here will attack same target, the one that has been chasing through the corpses of its fallen friends. And it's gonna make an attack on Gust.
Wow.
Hits
Yikes.
for 4 piercing damage.
And the con
And make
now.
a con save.
If he doesn't roll this, we're fucked. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, when it matters, Gust performs.
Hey, I see what you did there.
Yeah, did you like it?
I'm a fan.
Yeah,
What can I say?
It just came to me like that, you know. It's just I could be a poet.
Now let's hope your next attack can come to you like that.
All right, Ham,
Yikes.
you're up.
All right, let's. I see Gus struggling with this one rat next to him for a while, and decide it's time to help my fellow traveler out. So I'm gonna swing at that one right above him, just north.
Okay. It hits. All right, how would you like to kill this?
I love you, Ham.
So-
I just say that out loud.
So at this point, I feel Ham's like killed so many of these rats that he,
Oh,
it's no longer about the
excuse
show.
me. Yeah, of course.
He's just trying to be as efficient as possible, and he just stabs, just gives it a good stab, trying to like reach over the other dead
Skew
rats' corpses. Praising the reach of his weapon right now, and just gives him a good stab right in the chest.
All right, and then with that, the rat drops dead. Exactly like that. All right, Liz.
Liz looks at this rat. He closes his eyes for a second while he's loading the crossbow with his eyes closed. He remembers his training, he's able to load and everything with his eyes closed. And then he takes a position to aim, and he opens his eyes. One shot, one opportunity. This is everything that you got.
I'll give you a gold if you hit it.
I say.
That's all it took.
Now
It hits.
use the bardic die on the damage. Use.
All right, how would you like to kill this?
Clean shot, straight bullseye, right, and falls. I look at my team and I load the crossbow again, and it makes this sound. Bruce Willis style. That's the end of my turn.
All right. So now the party now standing in a mountain of rat corpses.
All right, pile 'em
It's
up.
definitely King Rod now. Like,
Tiny little hearts and heads and lungs and strings of intestines splayed across the ground.
Okay, I have an
And
idea.
everybody standing winded now after fighting a large pack of very small creatures.
That's okay. I haven't taken damage.
Hey, our dwarven friend over here. I think you might be infected.
I'm feeling a little diseased.
Yeah,
a little.
your
Right.
bones and joints would ache.
I don't have
Not too intense yet.
my cure wounds prepared.
It says magic. Is like a potion also considered magic?
If it's a
'Cause I
magic
think,
potion, I guess.
Like I don't. Yeah, I don't know
Um,
if that'll cure it.
I know there's a spell called like cure disease, but I'm not sure if like cure wounds.
Oh
it.
yeah.
That is something that
No,
we'll have to
resting-
investigate. Yeah. Sorry, Vision.
But yeah, the disease you would not feel it very heavy yet. It would just be kind of like an ache around where the rat bit you.
So first thing I can do is I'm assuming the fight's over. Maybe it's not. I don't know.
Yeah, as far as you're aware, the combat is over.
I'm pretty close to Genian's sword over here, so I'm gonna go.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
You thought you saw a sword.
Yeah, it turns out it was just a rat bone. It's kind of catching my eye. It's a little shiny. It must have gotten thrown off to the side during one
You
of
could
the
still take it.
stabbings.
I would like to go to the rat that I shot a crossbow bolt in and try to retrieve it.
Yeah. Liz Marceline is doing the same, and he remembers he put a few shots that they didn't quite make it
Okay.
hit
Yeah,
the
go ahead.
target. So walking
Yeah,
over
a
the camp.
couple of your bolts would have been broken in the combat, but everything else you're able to retrieve.
Half of them.
Just only 2 of them broke.
Okay.
So I look around to the party and being like, how's everyone like feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good.
I guess I'm still over here. I mean, I'm feeling a little sore, but not too bad.
All right. I like to cast Cure Wounds on myself because I'm feeling pretty rough right now.
Dinner's ready. I'll be right back. I'm gonna make my plate.
I get 10 back, so I'm back to full life.
Holy shit, big boy heal.
How many times can you cast that?
I got 3 level 1 spells I can use per long rest. So I gotta be very, very.
Yeah, I'm not that
about 'em.
hurt.
Yeah. I looked at both of my heal spells to see if they would cure you, and nothing. So.
All right, I'm gonna walk over near Liz, and I want to kind of search some of these rubble piles.
Sure.
Is
Would
there?
you go ahead, Liz.
Yeah, is there something? I was doing that while I'm looking for my bolts. I mean, we were kind of like investigating the camp regardless, right? That's what That's why we started walking over here in the first place before the rats attacked. And I was wondering if we find anything valuable, anything.
Before you get into that vision, I just want to make a note. I have a really bad storm right now, so if I cut out and don't come back, that power went out.
Yeah,
No
we'll probably wrap it up soon too.
No worries.
So what are you doing right now, Gust? As they're investigating the camp?
I'm joining them. Like he's investigating the camp, but I'm like I want to look around and see what I can see. Like I want to use a perception, see like if anything can kind of stand out. Like not investigative, but just like look around to see if anything stands out.
Sure. Liz and Ham make investigation, and Gust make a perception check.
Damn it, Lizard! You took the good roll.
When it matters,
All right. Let's maybe we should wait for Arxie.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely when he gets back going to ask Arxie if he can use a herbalism kit to kind of like stop the disease or anything before it happens. Like look at Ham.
While grabbing my bolts, I remember that this happened because I was being reckless. I walked towards the camp without checking if there was any danger. I could have spotted the rats, and I could have performed better that fight. So this time, while I'm grabbing my bolts, I decide to investigate to see if I find something useful or I can learn from my mistakes.
Welcome back, Arxie.
Yeah, he set his back, no?
Yeah.
Did we decide what to do in that 1 minute? What to do about the bites, the wounds?
I mean, you bought all those potion.
I bought flasks.
Flasks. I don't know if we can forage around for stuff you can make Some medicine.
How are we doing foraging and potion making? Like
You can make a nature
letting
check.
stuff set overnight, but
Yeah, make a nature check and see if you can find the ingredients.
oh, I think you cut out there for the first part of what you said.
Make a nature check and see if you can find the ingredients you need.
Vision, the bot is dead, by the way.
Oh, okay, yeah, let me get that.
Jeez, our rules.
Man.
There's nothing around here.
Could I also look for stuff in nature to help him? Since I did learn a bit from Valerie and such, to see if maybe I spot something.
Sure, go ahead and make a nature check.
Mine probably won't be much better.
You're not really sure what you're looking for, since you're not an herbalist, but you're gonna,
Yeah.
I assume Gus would walk around and try to look for like any plants that look interesting.
Yeah, for sure. I'm assuming 13's not good enough to find anything.
Yeah, I'm looking to see what ingredients he needs. So you look around this area. Arxie, you would know that the ingredients you need, they grow more in like caves. You need a certain kind of fungus. But Gus looking around and looking for flowers, he is able to find. I'll link this to you later, but he is able to find an interesting looking grass that it looks a little bit different than the other kinds. And even though it's not necessarily what you're looking for in this instance, you do know that this is an ingredient that you can use to craft a soothing salve. Let me message this to you.
Okay.
And while he's messaging this to you, I'll be like, while I'm looking around the camp, I don't find anything around the camp, but I look down and notice this grass and pick it up, and I look to Gideon and I'm like, will this help? And like, just kind of stick it in the air.
I mean, anything will help. I'll take it. I'll put it in my pocket. Pouch.
Hand it over to you.
All right, so now with everybody investigating, Liz, you are actually, let's start with Ham. So as you guys, actually all of you together, as you walk up to the camp, you see just a lot of skeletons, like just a lot of human bones. Like it looks like the rats have been here eating for a while, and all the cloth and skin and like bone has been torn off of these corpses. And in all of this, all of the chaos here, Ham, you're able to find. Let's see here. Ham, you're able to find 29 gold, 37 copper, just like scattered around, like undigestible metal coins that the rats weren't able to eat. And as you're looking, Liz, you see that there's like a bunch of puncture wounds in these tents that look like spears were driven through them. Mm-hmm. And you notice like hoof prints all around the camp, and you can kind of piece together that this doesn't look like the attack was so reckless. Like this is not an easy go in, kill these targets, get out. It doesn't look like it looks like it was just chaos here, not like a trained assassination. This looks like a very primitive form of attack that happened here. Just the way the bodies are everywhere,
but there's
it doesn't
spears,
look like these...
right? I can definitely tell that the attacks were made by someone capable of wielding a weapon, a polearm.
Yeah, it looks like the tents weren't really slashed open; they were just like punctured through with a piercing weapon.
Can I tell if that is man-made or like crafted, kind of like puncture, or something that could be organic?
You can't tell from the punctures. You wouldn't be able to tell like the make of the weapon.
Okay.
But you do find like a stone point that looks like it would have been tied on to the end of a spear, like very poorly crafted. Like somebody took a rock and just like chipped the edges out of it until it had like a sharpened edge.
Like very primitive.
Yes.
Okay.
And then there's like hoof prints all over, like through the camp and leading out in different directions.
Am I able to tell where the attackers came from or where the attackers left?
It looks like they came from the road.
And
At least where this camp is, where the attack came from was from the road.
And can I tell
So
where they left, like the attackers?
yeah, okay. So the hoof prints approach from the road,
Uh-huh.
and then they're all around the camp, and then they kind of go off in different directions.
Okay.
So is there any one path that we can follow out of the camp?
You could pick a trail and follow it.
You guys down to follow a trail?
Do I know the surroundings enough to know what trail is what? Do we know what trail is what? Do we reckon? Do we know what kind of like if one goes more towards the mountains and more goes down towards the forest? I know there's like a bit of mountains in the north of this road, so I was wondering.
Yeah, any direction you follow would take you closer to the mountains. You can even see the mountains from where you are. This
can see
area
them.
specifically, though.
Yeah.
You can see they're way off in the distance, but you can see the peaks, and it looks like like even going north of the camp, like you would still be approaching mountain.
Okay. I look at the group and I let them know this was a reckless battle. I don't know what killed these guys, but it wasn't the rats. I look at my party members now directly. I go to Guinean and I ask, "You're a herbalist, right? Can you help him?"
I am.
And I look at Ham. That doesn't look good. What shall we do?
I tried looking for herbs around here, but I can't find anything. Our best bet would be to find a cave, but I'm not sure where a cave would be around here, just off the top of my head.
Well, I don't like.
Question. I know caves outside of Crossroads. Would they be near what I know here, or is this too far out from what I can see vision?
This is about too far out. You've never really ventured out this far on your own. Like you guys are getting like pretty far away from civilization now.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So I look at party and say, if we were back closer to Crossroads, I know some caves, but not here, sadly.
Well, as much as I hate to say it, we're about 3 hours out from Crossroads, right?
I think the best bet's probably to go back.
We lose a day or so coming here, going back, and then coming back again.
This suggestion of going back, even though he knows it's the reasonable and probably the right option, it's not quite happy about it. If we're gonna go back, we should go now.
Let me check, make sure I don't have anything on me.
I mean, there's there's a chance we find a cave somewhere. But
I make the suggestion that if we go back and find a cave and get him all cleared up, we should take a rest before going back out because of the setback. Be smart about it.
Yeah, I don't have anything on me.
Okay,
Well-
so we take short rest, go back to the city, get him fixed, and come back.
Yeah.
I was thinking we go back, get him fixed, and then we take a long rest in town where it's safe and get really backed up, and then try this all again. That was my suggestion.
Okay, so we leave now. That sounds better. We'll lose a day, but that sounds okay. Let's do it. And I start walking towards the direction we were coming. I'm a bit grumpy about it.
As we're walking away, I take the money that I found, the gold, and I try to split it evenly 4 ways, but it's not quite splittable. So I give the other 3 party members 7 gold and 35 silver, and I keep 7 gold and 33 silver for myself.
I look at him being generous, and I say, "Keep my silver. I'll just take the gold."
I take
Making
every
me-
bit.
Alright, so then I take the remaining silver, and I got back, and I divvy that up by 2 to give to Liz and Kwai, and Liz and Genian, and say, for having to deal with going back to town on my behalf.
No, it's not a problem.
So it's another 35 each, so
Silver, yeah? Another 35.
35. So Liz gets 7 gold, 70 silver. Genian gets 7 gold, 70 silver. Gust is getting 7 gold. And I'm getting 7 gold and 33 silver.
Oh, there's one thing too I forgot here. While Liz, while you're investigating too, you found like a vial of it's like a potion. The liquid in it is black, and it seems to be bubbling inside the vial.
As we're having this gold conversation, I look behind me and I see something inside the tent that I quite miss. Wait, what's that? I show it to the group.
You said that was the salve. Did you say the salve was bubbling, or the thing in the tent?
It's like a vial. It's like a potion. The liquid inside is real like a deep black, and it's bubbling at the top.
I grab it and I turn around to the group. I have no idea what it is. I show it to Guinean since he seems to be the potion expert. What's that? I hand it to him. I don't like how it looks.
Medicine check, nature check.
Make an arcana check.
Actually, I would like to look at Liz and say, "May I touch it?" so I can cast Identify on it.
I don't have it right now. Guinean has it, so you'll have to ask him.
Sorry, I look at Guinea. I'm like, "May I look at it? I can identify it."
Sure, but first, do I know any of it?
This seems a bit more a little bit more magic than what you would find from like just like putting herbs together and letting them like making an herbalistic mixture.
Take it away. Literally, take it.
So I take it out of his hands, and with my other hand, I like hit 3 buttons on my flute, and then I touch the object and cast Identify.
That is handy. Nice.
Okay. It is very expensive though. It takes 100 gold pearl. But we can give you it this time as a freebie. But the component for that
okay.
is
Sorry, yeah, I completely missed out on that. My apologies.
100 gold
shit.
pearl and an owl feather. But you would maybe recognize this guy, so we can just give you a freebie. You realize that this is a potion. You realize that this is a potion brewed specifically to help in the slaying of your own kind.
Like of goblins?
This is a potion of goblin bane.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm just kind of like the party just sees like my face whitewashed as I look at this.
Yeah, probably he doesn't want to be the one carrying it, huh?
I'm just like, anyone take this out, get rid of it. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to know
I'll
anything
take
of its existence. I'm like, get rid of that goblin bane shit.
I wait to see how comfortable Ganian is with the potion, if he wants to keep it or not.
I'll keep it. I'll put it in my pack.
Oh yeah, give the rat cooker the thing that lets him kill goblins easier.
Oh no, he's gonna open a restaurant. He's gonna first dish rat meat, second dish goblin. Well, you know what I mean.
You said it was Goblin Bane?
Yeah.
Do we know what it does, Vision?
Yeah, I've got stats on it. I can, yeah. It would give you an extra 2, +2 to your attacks against goblins.
Do you have to drink it, or do you put
It lasts
on?
for 24 hours. Yeah, you drink it. It lasts for 24 hours.
Okay. It's +2 to your attacks on damage, yeah, I assume.
Yeah, to your your attacks.
Hit
Not
and...
damage, but not damage, just your chance to hit.
Okay. Alright. We found the potion, we found the gold to split the gold, and we go back down. I assume we're kind of like going quite fast, right? Since there's no... We don't need to make sure we make it in time, since...
What's marching order?
I assume it's similar to what... I mean, I definitely started walking already. I don't know if someone wants to...
I always make sure I try to be in the back.
Alright.
I'll try
There
to
it
be
is then.
third.
Alright, so you guys, while you're investigating the camp, you're able to have 20 minutes to kind of catch your breath and relax a bit. You guys are able to take a short rest while this is happening, and you start making the 3-hour trek back to Crossway. It's about 2 in the afternoon now, and as you're walking, it starts to rain a little bit. There's like a misting. Water starts to rain on you guys. Becomes a little bit muddier as water fills the flat lands of the prairie, and it's really overcast. But you get back to Crossway about the time as the sun is starting to set a little bit. It's getting a little bit dark. It's about 5 in the afternoon, and I think that's where we'll leave off.
Okay.
Perfect.
So next time we start up, you guys will be in Crossway, just arriving.
Perfect.